Hello everybody and welcome back to Mitsumaru City. In this video, I'm going to build a house right here on Phoenix Road, and I'm going to do it kind of live. So here you can see I've built a lot of houses, apartment blocks. I've even got a high school just over here. You can see overlooking. This is Tanaka High. You're welcome to watch the video of that if you want to. Today is a wonderful evening and it's approaching dusk. I'm right next to the Pixel Palace arcade and I'm going to build a house just over here, roughly here to be honest. It's going to be quite a large house. I've got the white acrylic in my hand because I'm going to use this as a sort of guide block. I'm going to build this live, kind of, so I'm going to try and have a go by first knocking away some of the dirt. As you can see, I'm going to leave a bit of brush at the back of the house, but not too much. So here I'm going to catch a bunch of seeds and things, but that's okay, isn't it? No need to worry about that. I'm going to build it a bit further back, like this, leaving a little bit of garden space, kind of, more like overgrown bushland at the back there. The neighbours may not be too happy that this house is going in, so I'm going to leave a bit of a gap as well. Maybe I can have some trees there, a little path walking to that little bit of garden. Just like this, all the way to the front. If you're wondering how I can chip out the blocks so quickly, that's because I've got Axiom Mod installed. Let's go all the way to the end here, just like that. As you can see, it's kind of a nice layout. If I press right shift, I can get the Axiom Mod interface. I can grab the little box tool here and select out the area that I want to change to white acrylic. So I'm going to grab that one and this one here, just like that. And then I'm going to replace grass with acrylic. So I'm going to find it, white acrylic. That'll do, that'll do. I should also probably replace the sides there to also contain that white acrylic. So here what you could do is select the whole area just like this, extend it a little bit, and then you can do replace air with acrylic as well. And I'm going to use the same white acrylic just like that. So that's a nice base template for the building. Knock off the grass like that, and that is pretty much going to be the foundation for this building. Maybe I'll take off just a little bit here because I don't want it to go too far into this street. So I'm going to remove that and place back with the grass just like this. Nice and simple. It's not a tutorial, this is just me playing, and I want to try and build it up like this. So here I'm going to select the interior of that structure. This is the floor plan. Replace that. I'll replace the white acrylic with some kind of wood. So I'm not sure. I'm going to just go out of the interface for a minute and have a look what kind of panels I want. I kind of want to have oak. Oak's a wonderful colour. Something that goes with white would be the dark oak, but I'm not exactly sure. So I've got to have a look around, find the different wood types that I want. Usual wood is always great. I'm thinking of using this one. Oak framed raw wood. Okay, so go back in. Replace the acrylic with raw wood. Let's see, I want to use A and B. So I can pop in the A's first, just like that. That looks pretty good. And then I can grab the wood B. I'll get some blind wall and raw wood B. Now with raw wood B, you can actually switch it up so half of the house is different as well. So first, I've got to try and find a place where I want to have this, the entrance to the house. So, go back into Axiom Mod, and then I'm going to extend the walls up a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. And do the same all the way around these walls. This way I can build the whole thing a little bit quicker than doing it manually. Making sure to select the right area. I don't know what I've got there. Yeah, that'll do. Bring that up to here. So it's the same height. I think I've got that one wrong, look. Which is a bit of a problem, so I have to do it again, but no issue. All the way up, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. And then do the same here. 5, not too tall for now, because I'm going to copy it. Using the Axiom Mod interface is very good, but it's also a bit difficult with the camera angles, but it's not a problem, is it really? Do the same here. 5 up. This is going to be for the first floor. Going across here, all the way to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. And then here as well. This is going to be for the first floor, so replace air with acrylic. Now hang on, I don't want to replace it with acrylic. I want to use the worn concrete choices, and I want to use the white one. There we go. So now I've got this wonderful white template with enough space there for a kind of walkway. I might use this cobblestone for that, I'm not sure yet. But that's a nice layout, so I'm going to find a place for a doorway. Now I do like the way the house is flush to the pavement area there, but I'm not sure. It could have a doorway space, not too close to the sign. Kind of like this. And then grab the oak, just like that. I don't know why I'm grabbing the oak, I'll decide about that later. And this is going to be a sort of entrance area. Don't worry about the mistakes, it's just how it is, isn't it, sometimes? Okay, now that's pretty good. This is the street area, and I want to change that. I'm thinking I might use marble to match this here. I'm not sure, so let's have a look. Marble. Some of them are quite interesting. I might go with smooth marble. I'm not sure this one actually connects, but I can have a look. Yeah, it leaves that kind of square effect. It doesn't connect, but it's quite an interesting effect, isn't it, really? That's cool. I can have a big door here, look. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Interesting space, that, for an entrance. I quite like it. But again, I'm not so sure about that marble, so let's have a look. I just want one that connects. The embedded marble could be interesting, because I don't want to use wood here. Yeah, that connects a bit better, I think. It's kind of like a luxury mansion, isn't it? And then we could start looking inside the building a little bit. It's not easy, and it's all about the foundation at the minute. This video is going to be a long video, so if you're liking my voice or whatever, you know, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try and build it up how I want to build it up, and then edit little sections later. I think the foundation is pretty good there. Inside the house, I'm going to try and split it up into different sections. Now, I do like the blind wall. There is a reed choice, possibly. I'm going to use that on the front, actually. That looks pretty good. Pop that one in. Use the green gourd there, and then change it, because I'm going to turn it into an entity there, look. Scale it up a bit, not too big. Bring it up. That's absolutely massive, so bring it down a little bit. Sink it into the ground like that. Not so it's clipping. And just move it across a bit. So now I've got this wonderful reed welcome mat. I'm going to copy this. Control middle click. Pop it there so it doesn't interfere with the door. In fact, it might even be better being here. And then just shift it across on the x-axis. It's not close enough, is it? Okay, so I'll put it here. And then shift it the other way. It's a little bit funny, really, that. I don't want it to be too close to the door, because otherwise it does interfere with the door mechanism. I'll show you why in a minute. Let's just shift it that way. So if I'm walking and I press the door, sometimes you can see this block and you end up like touching that, but it seems okay. That seems a nice reed mat. Okay, so inside I'm going to start thinking about changing it up a bit. The directions of the house, and I'm really not sure. Need to use a bit of feng shui here, I guess. Here, I'm going to use the axiom tool again and separate the house into sections. This bit here is going to be the left side of the house, and I'm going to replace that. I'm going to replace the oak framed with blind wall. Now I want to use the oak blind wall like that. That's not exactly how I wanted it. Let's have a look. It's not connecting, which is annoying. Oh, I did connect. There we go. Oh, funny that. Brilliant. Got it. That looks cool. So now I've got two separations in the house. I think I'm going to have this bit here to divide the walls up a little bit. I like that. It looks quite interesting, doesn't it? Build it up. I'm not going to use Axiom Mod for this one. Inside the house, it is rather cold looking, which is a problem. I want it to be warmer. But for the foundations, that's pretty sweet. Now, I have got a trick I can do with these wall pieces. So here, I'm going to just poke in 3. like that. And there's a archway you can get from Cocricot mod, this one here. You can pop the arches in here, and do the same here, and here. Now, oops, this way. It looks kind of rubbish at the minute, but once I've got a ceiling, it arches quite nicely. If I go over to the red house, let's go in and show you. You can see this archway effect, and I think it looks rather cool. So let's go back over and see what else I can do here. I like that. So now I've got a separation point. This is going to be some kind of living room space, which is absolutely fantastic. So here I'm going to build a rather large window space. A very big window space. I'm not sure about this particular choice at the bottom there. I like the white acrylic. I'm actually tempted to change it to white acrylic, to be honest. But I'm not sure yet. I'll think about that later. So I've got a really large living room space. Private. I think this is going to be some kind of window as well. Kind of like that. I'm not sure exactly. I think I like that gap like that. Let's have a look from the street view. Pretty good. It's a little bit too close, I feel. So I'll pop out that one. That looks a little bit more symmetrical. Symmetry isn't everything, but it's pretty useful in houses. And I think it should be a little bit higher, so people walking past can't be nosy and look into the house. But on the back, they do need to see. So here I'm going to get a fence. Any standard fence. I think a birch fence will do, to be honest. And I'm just going to pop this here. So get rid of those grasses. Just keep that in, like that. And now I've got a nice, interesting design for people who want to go to the garden. Now the fences really bother me. If I turn them into entities, that happens. But you can change it to have north and south, just like that. If you control middle click that and change all of these. So I've got the entity and I'm putting them in like that. It's a bit more of a private fence. You see, you've got to go here in order to get through, which is great. It kind of works. It's not safe. The people there are going to plop into the lake there, but it should be okay. It's not bad, really. So that's a long, kind of tall window for the living room. Next door, there could be more buildings, so window space is a premium. But I like that. Okay, so here, around the back, I do kind of want to have another one. Another fenced-off area, because they do need some kind of garden space. So I'm probably going to do the same here. Just like that. Fence off this garden space, so it's a nice private area for the residents. It's got some lily pads and stuff. I like that. I'm going to keep it natural like that. And here, there could be a doorway. Not too high, and keep it with that wood effect. Whoops. Put it that way. That's not connecting the same, is it? Connected there. That's okay. That's okay. There's not too much of an issue. So I've got a doorway to this private area, and maybe this way here doesn't have a doorway. I've not decided on that yet. But this is a functional space. I've got a living room here. I'm going to have a kind of kitchenette. Kind of here. Not sure on the size yet. Pop it in. I might go with another one of those archways because they are really nice when they get going. Just like this. The block you can see through there, that rectangle, is an NPC from the Easy NPC mod. But that's going to look spectacular. So I've got a kitchenette area, maybe a window here, but I'm concerned a little bit about the Phoenix Road sign and the light, which is a government or municipality sign. I can't really get rid of that. Can't change that. That's against the rules. Massive living room, massive kitchen space, and here we can actually separate this into a bathroom space, or at least a little WC, not the huge one. Like that. It's all about getting the initial planning going. In Japanese house design, they do have a bathroom on the ground floor, or at least a toilet, just like that. Here, I've got to change the flooring to be marble. I do like to use marble bricks for flooring in bathrooms, for obvious reasons, really. It's, you know, the slippiness of it or whatever, and it's clean. the toilet can have a little window here looking down this alleyway, I guess, but I'm not sure. I might change that to a vent. And now that's the sort of main design. Living room, kitchen space, toilet, an additional living room / dining room space, and it's going to need a set of stairs to go upstairs. So what I'm going to do is go back to the Axiom mod and select the floor plan for this floor. I'm going to lift it up a brick, so like that. I'm floating in the air. It doesn't look right yet, but it will do. Just bear with me. Again, float it up like this. There we go. And now I'm going to replace air with the acrylic bricks, the white ones, just like that. So now if I go in, you've got the whole building with those wonderful things, but no lighting. It's very dark. This needs some more windows, I feel. Let's just pop outside and have a quick look. Yeah, I quite like the windows here, but this one needs a window. And I think it's going to have one of them tall ones. Because that's the sign of luxury and opulence, I believe, in a place like this. And that's what I'm going for. Kind of expensive house on the outskirts of the city. For now, it's the outskirts. I'm going to put some lights, pop some lights in. So let's get some lights. I'm going to use the Yuushya mod lights if I can find them in the list. Here they are. I like to use the round ceiling lamps and the modern ceiling lamps. So here in this kitchen space, I'm going to have one here. I'm going to turn it into an entity, make it a little bit bigger, not too big, bring it down a little bit, shift it across, and turn the brightness up. So I've got nice, bright light. And here, above the window, maybe here and here, a couple of ceiling lights to brighten it up a little bit. That's nice and bright in the kitchen space. This is really nice light. I'm going to put more of those in. So in the living room space, I'm going to pop one there. And then one here on the same axis. You have to go back in with the GUI terminal and turn the brightness up every time you place a new light like this. Otherwise, you're not going to get the light. It's dark, so I'm going to have a couple of spotlights here and here. I can always move those later. That's not an issue, because I have some ideas there. This space as well is going to have a couple of these giant lights. One here. And then one here. Now, wait a minute. This one could probably go here, because I have plans to build some stairs. Just like that. The bathroom. It's a bit more of a private space, isn't it, bathroom? So let's go back to the lights and grab the modern lamp, which is also very good. And pop that one on the wall here. It's not brilliant. I might pop it here, actually. Grab that one. Now I've got myself a nice, interesting bathroom space. Let's grab a vent. Whoops. This one. Ventilator. And pop that here. I don't know if this toilet block should have a window. I'm a bit nervous about that. Because what exactly are they going to see, and what are people going to see when they're going past? Maybe a private window there, that should be okay. Not bothered about doors yet, and windows. I'll get to those in a minute. I actually quite like that overhang, that's pretty interesting. Could do with a welcome light though, couldn't it? Just there. It's interesting. Or maybe one here instead. It's a nice, interesting, basic design. Good. Again, I'm not sure I want to have windows on that wall. Pretty cool. This could be a problem, I've just realised, because it needs a staircase. I might be able to put in a staircase here. So let's have a go. It's bothersome. The stairs are always bothersome. Now there's a stairs template you can grab from the Yuushya mod, which I'm going to use. Let's see if I can get blind wall. There we go. Oak blind wall. I was going to say there's definitely oak blind walls. For this, I'm going to go with those again. And it doesn't matter. I've just got to reach this floor, which is a slight problem. Maybe I can use the standard worn concrete for now, because it's going to get there, isn't it? That's where you need to be. You need to get to this bit. So it's going to require a slightly different approach, because there's not much space to get there. Here is going to be problems. Very many problems. But that's fine. Let's use these to build it up. It's a bit of a strange staircase, is this. But that's okay, I can definitely change things around in a minute. I'm going to have to move this archway, but that's okay. This is tricky. Let's move this archway here. Oh, I've got seeds in my inventory, but there we go. I'll just get rid of it for now. I'll put it in a minute. I'm going to work on the staircase first, and I'm going to use the blind walls. Why not? The basics of the stairs are complete. It is strange, I know, but I'll get to fixing it. Don't worry about that. That's interesting. I like that. Looks good. Here underneath, I'm just going to have standard blind walls for now. I can change those to have some kind of little snug area. But that does look like a rather nice looking staircase. Build it up like that. And then I can have my archway. I think one more. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's see. I think one more. Just like this. And then pop in this here and here. And I've got my nice little archway going in. Plenty of space as well. I'm liking that. And a staircase which is quite opulent. It's quite a nice staircase. Actually need to put stairs in, don't I? I did just squeeze past, but I don't like that. The headroom is not enough. So there we go. I'm on to the second floor. Let's have a look. See how the headroom works. Good. I like that. Here, this acrylic, I can pop in here as like a support column for the stairwell, which is really cool. That looks rather nice, actually. I'm going to extend it just a little bit, like this, because then I can have a safety barrier, and it looks a little bit more opulent like that. Now what I want to do is add the safety barrier to this staircase. Again, I'm not happy with the headroom there, so I'm just going to remove a bit of that and get the banister. Now this is interesting. I'm not sure what handrail to use. If I check fences, you could use these iron fences, but they're not exactly beautiful for inside a house. Now, Fetsy's Asian decorations does have some interesting gates and fences. I might try these gates first. I'll see how they work. These fences are a little bit more interesting from Cocricot, and the standard birch fence is also good. Now, this is a gate. That does look really cool. Can I open it? All right, cool. Now, when you're using a gate or something you can use, you have to control or crouch, turn into an entity, and then you can move it back to there. See, I think that looks pretty cool. Yeah, it's a nice safety fence. Grab it with control middle click, and I can put them down the stairs, whoops, just like this. That's quite interesting, but I'm not sure exactly about that gap. There's a little gap there. It's a little bothersome. Okay, so what I'll do is shift it up a bit so it connects just like that. And then what you could do is add block state. I need to have it in my offhand. Offhand, go in, block state, and then shift it down. It's invisible. It's invisible. Why is it invisible? Well, that's from the Fetsy's mod, so it's not perfect. Let's find another one. The fences. Let's search for railings. Is that Fetsy? Oh, that does look really good though, doesn't it, that one? Birch handrail. That's really fancy. If I put it this way, it connects exactly like it should. That's really fancy. I actually really like that. Let's see if I can connect them correctly. Not good. I can't put them on top. They seem to go together, look, but that's not quite right. Can I put them there? Not quite. But that's nice. I actually really like that one. I've just got to figure out the mechanics of this particular fence, and then I reckon I can have it. Kind of like that, nice and safe. It's not angled, which is a good point. Again, I've got to crouch. Now, because it's with Fetsy's, it might not work. But let's try it. Add another one. And then shift it up. Oh yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. Rotate it this way on the X-axis. Bring it down a little bit. Alright, I'll try that. Let's see if I can try that. So, pop that one in here. And then rotate it. Again, got to crouch. It's a bit tricky. Rotate it that way. Bring it down a little bit. Alright, let's try that. See if I can do the same. That is actually rather spectacular, isn't it? That's rather cool. pop that in my offhand, go back in, add another block state, rotate it the same way, and then kind of shift it so it connects. It might have some clipping, but that does look really cool. Let's go in and have a look which one it is. This one. So here, I can do the same. That is a nice banister. I really do like that. Just like that, up to there. Yep. And then I could get the banister again, which is this one. Go in and add a block state. Lift it up. Oh, now it's invisible for some reason. That's not good. That's not good. Oh, do you want the birch handrail? There we go. So do the same thing. Make sure it's like that. So you now... I know it's a little bit low, but it still looks kind of cool. Let's try and do the same thing here. It's a little bit tricky with fetsies. I guess it's this entity block, so let's see. Yeah, it's definitely that one. But it's got to rotate, just like that. It's not that one, is it? It's this one, because it has two. Rotate. And do the same rotation with that one. And that's pretty much it. So I've got to grab that. It's a little tricky. Pop it here. And then here, I can have the standard fence. Like I say, it's tricky. I don't want to have flowers in my offhander. Add the block state, rotate it round, move it, keep it there like that, move it across on the X. That's quite nice. It's quite a nice banister. If you move too far back though, it clips, which could be a bit of a problem. I don't like the clipping so much. That's because I've rotated the entities inside, which is a pain. It's a big pain. So I'm not sure about that at all. I've got to think about the handrail. Handrail. See here, look, there's a handrail I could use. I'll try that. I do like the Fetsies one, actually. It does look quite nice, but it's not going to work. I'm going to use standard... I don't want to use... I'll use that one. I'll use concrete, I was going to say. Now, this one is from Yuushya Mod, so it should work. But it's tricky. Always tricky. It's never easy. Handrail. Shift that one across like that, so it's touching. Not too far away. And you could change the form, see? Facing. I'll try that. So grab that one and pop it here. See, that's a little bit better, isn't it? It's a little bit sweeter. That one's funny. Yep, put that one in. I guess you need a fence. What is that? Handrail. So I guess it would be fence. Or handrail. But the straight one. These are going down. Middle, right, and left. I'm not exactly sure which handrail that is. That does look good, though. So let's get some more of those in. One here. 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 And here. That one connected without turning it into entities, but it doesn't clip, look. Now I've got to figure out what fence that is, which could be a problem, so I don't think it's a standard fence. It's not that one for sure. Could be the fence template. We'll give that one a go. It's standard birch, isn't it? Raw birch. Yes, it's definitely that. Let's put that back in. I mean, it might not be that one. It does look like it, but it might not be. Yeah, it is. That's definitely it. I'm getting trapped. I'm getting trapped. Let's turn that into an entity. Turn that to position middle. Grab that. Delete, delete, paste, paste. There we go. Look at that. That's absolutely brilliant. I do feel it's a little bit low. You could fall off the edge, and that's not the point of a banister. The banister is all about safety, but it's okay for purpose. Let's see if I can put some more on top. See, that's okay. That's a little bit safer if you have kids or something. Can I do the same with the railings? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got trouble. I'm wondering if I could do the same with the railings. Let's see if we can do it. And does it look hideous is also a question. Nah, that looks absolutely fine, to be honest. Let's put those on top. It's not easy to find where the top is. Yeah, that's good. That's good. It works. Just like that. So I've got a nice, safe way up to the stairs. Although, you could trip on that, which is never good. Let's get the handrail back in. I've got to find the handrail. That's what left the fence. There we go. Nice, I like it. It doesn't really terminate well enough, so let's go in with that. Position none. There we go. That's more of a terminus. And then just bring that one into there. Now I'm getting a lot of extra blocks. You can see in my inventory all this stuff. It shouldn't be a problem. So grab that one, pop it. Pop it here. Yeah, okay. And then go in and obviously change it to minus. Whoops. Would it be minus that way? Yeah, there we go. Minus 12. Check that one, 8. This one is 6, so it needs to be 8. So it connects. It's a little bit better and a little bit more space to walk through here, because that's always of concern. Now, I'm going to throw some of this stuff away. I've got too much junk. Way too much junk in my inventory. It's not a problem, but I'm always concerned about having too much junk in my inventory there. Get rid of those seeds. I don't want to keep picking up the seeds. That looks rather spectacular, doesn't it? Let's pop these in as well, here and here. Nice and safe, so you're not going to all off the edge. And that's what it's all about. I love building these things with a bit of realism. Now, upstairs, you're going to need to have the same kind of thing. But this is going to be a bit different. So here, I've got to rotate it that way. Copy that one. Just like that, so you don't fall off the edge. That's going to be okay. But I do need a terminus, so pop the terminus in. That seems to be okay. A little bit further across. Like that. Perfect. The other bits are going to be okay because it's going to be for the wall, isn't it? It's not a problem. I quite like this. This is a nice little build I'm getting on here. Cool, so let's get rid of those. I might remove them in a minute. Get rid of the flowers in my offhand because that's just silly. And consider what I'm going to do for the second floor. Now, usually I like to copy it and paste it, but I'm going to do it a bit different here. I'm going to go across with this. Now that needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high. Maybe 4 high. That'll do. The reason it should be 5 high is because I'm thinking about a roof space as well. There. Do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Again, if you're liking this kind of video, subscribe to my channel. This is a long form. I've not really done these before on my channel. I'm trying to do different things here and there. That's correct. And then do it again. And 4, just like that. And then I can replace air with the white worn concrete. So I've got the second floor. I quite like that divider in the middle. It's a bit like the school. I might change it. I could change the whole thing with the axial mod. No problem. One thing I am concerned about in this sandwich structure is the fact that this should be oak flooring. That's bothersome. So an option is... Oh, that's a pain. Oh, you've pained me. That's not a problem. Look, you can do this. And actually, this one here should be the acrylic. Like that. So now it's a little bit safer. What you could do, look, is have the flooring. There's not much space upon the mezzanine to get there. But on doing that, I can now have this bit as the flooring matching the oak effect. If you understand my meaning there. Let's go in with the axiom mod again. And I want to select all of this space. And I'm going to change the size of it. Grab the little thing there. Push it across. Not out of the building. It's got to be in the building. Could be problem. Replace air. And that's oak blind wall, isn't it? I think it's oak blind wall A. Yeah, there we go. I've sealed in the stairs. And that's okay. Just pop it out. Bang, bang. Well, what that one is, did I do 2 layers? I think I did 1. There we go. That's good. Go in. Change that. That seems okay now. I like that. Actually, that looks rather sweet. Spectacular. Going back on it a bit, just like that. So I've got the space. That's obviously messed up. I hate dealing with the fences. Got to put those back in. See, you problem maker. The fences are always a problem maker, I'll be honest. That's good, it works, it connects, and the oakness is decent. I've got headspace. I need a bit more headspace, I feel. Headspace is always a thing. I know it's a Minecraft game and it doesn't matter, but I like to have a bit of realism in my builds. If you're walking around the house, you don't want to be getting hit and hurt by the walls and the ceilings and things. It does make sense. Now here is going to be a bit of trouble because I want to have a railing all the way around this to act as a safety barrier. Which means I have to do one of these things again. Which could be problems. That's going to be a wall, so that's not an issue. Ah, look, I've got to rotate that one. Okay, well, I'm going to rotate it then. Rotation. There. Copy and paste it. Bang, bang, bang. And then this bit could be a terminus. Yep, so go in, change the position to none, and then just move it on the x-axis to touch. Like there. That's good. That's actually really good. Nice and safe. Decent. I know it took a while. One thing I have made a mistake on is now the height of this. This is only 3, which could be good for an attic space, but I'm going to increase it a little bit. Just by 1. And obviously I need to do this in the Axiom mod. 1. And then I can put the roof on later. And I also might change the design of the walls. I do quite like the worn concrete. It's nice. It's interesting. But it's also a little bit cheap looking, I think you'll find. So pop those in. Replace air with worn white concrete. Like that. And I think I've got the same height all the way around. This sandwich effect is starting to bother me. It looks good on buildings like the sky blue apartments over there, and it does look quite good on the apartment blocks in general, and schools. But, wow, what's that? But for houses, I'm not sure I agree. So not an awning, that was because I used too much Axiom power. I want to check the house, make sure I've not done any more of those. Yeah, so I'm not feeling this colour scheme. It is nice, but I'm going to go across the whole building, look. All the way up like this. This is going to be very scary. And I'm going to change white worn concrete and white acrylic. And I'm going to replace those with... Oh, I'm concerned now. I might use the yellow concrete. Let's have a look. Matching the previous building over there. It's a nice warmer colour. It is nice. It's a beautiful colour. And it kind of works with the oak a little bit better. I hope you'll agree. Now they obviously need to change that arch. Stone arch. I like these yellow ones because that fits the theme. Bang. It's a little bit too yellow. But they're quite nice. They are quite nice. And anywhere I've got those archways, change them. Good. So I've got a bit more yellow involved. What if there's any other arch choices? Because they are very, very yellow, aren't they? Let's try the brown ones. Oh, now that's interesting, actually. I do quite like the brown ones. Because the yellow ones are nice, but they look a bit cheap. A little bit tacky, you know? So I'll go with the brown, because that kind of matches the theme. That looks a lot better. Of course, I am massively concerned about these now. These are white, and they're really annoying, so I need to change this. Raw birch wood. Let's have a look. Raw bloody fence. Oh, there's handrail, isn't it? So that's the handrail template, I think. Let me just check in a minute. Let's have a look. Handrail template. I need the right one. I probably could use a different one. Let's have a look at a yellow one or an oaky one. Jungle template's cool. Spruce wood's interesting. I kind of like the idea of a raw oak. It's going to match. Bamboo's pretty good too. I'm debating, you know. It's always a debate. Now, put that in my offhand and replace. Oh no, I've got to rotate. You kidder. You absolute kidder. That's a pain. Not too bad. See, I like that, but there's no differentiation between that and that. You know, the oak and the oak is oak. So let's have a look for handrails again. I want the right template. I'm just going to go with that one. I might do a dark brown one. Brown concrete could be good. So let's try that. Replace. Wow, that's really bad. That's good. I like that, actually. Brown concrete. Uh-oh. 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 Being very careful here. Well, I've destroyed a light in the process of doing this. But that's fine. I'll go grab this one. here. Pop that one back in there. Turn the brightness up, nice and bright, and then get back to putting in these like that. That looks good because it matches this a little bit more, doesn't it? Now that, I could go into the floor, or I could get the fence template. I don't want to get the fence template because it's horrible, but I need the fence template. And I need that to be brown concrete. Where did it go? It's there, okay. So turn that into an entity, shift it back, and in. Just like that. Grab it, control middle click, and then get to working on this, which I have mistakenly done. That's wrong. And this one, the entity block, that's a pain. That's a real pain. Just shift it back to, I guess, -12. Control middle click that one. Here. Delete here, and then on top, just like that. Pretty cool. That's getting back to the usual method. So let's move that across. Nice and neat. That looks better, you see, because it matches the brown. I don't want to have too much oak all over the place. Let's get rid of all these things. And again, I'm getting an inventory full of stuff. So grab the GUI tool and the gourd. And now I've got a clean inventory. What's that? A bottle? Ultramarine gourd. Alright, cool. That's from the Ultramarine mod. Let's pop him here. That looks nice. Let's change the flooring. Don't destroy that fence, the mat thing. Okay, cool. Let's get some yellow. Yeah, I like the yellow shulker boxes, but you can't really walk on them. Silly. Moroccan tile. I think that's from Cocricot. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? That's pretty interesting. Being careful. No. That's really interesting, isn't it? I like that. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I like this design, just like that one. I'm going to keep that yellow colour scheme. Means I've got to go around the house and fix all the fences. But that's fine. Let's get the fence template again. I don't want to get the fence template. I'm sick of doing fences. But it's worth doing if you're going to... Is that the correct one? Yes, it is. Oh, no. So this one needs to be positioned middle and then bring it back like that. Control middle click, put it on top. Next to, on top. As long as I don't touch that, it's not going to bother me. But, honestly, I have to touch these, which is horrible. Thanks. Right, that's fine. Yep, go back. If I put anything next to these as well, it doesn't need to be that way. Just, yeah, it does. All the way back. If I put anything next to these, it's going to fight me. It's going to fight me to death. One will do. That doesn't need it, does it? The reason it's going to fight me to death is because it's going to move things like that. That'll do one height. If you're stupid enough to fall over that, well, I'm sorry. I can't help you. Let's go back. That doesn't look right. What's that one? Wait. This one is brown concrete. What is that one? Brown concrete. Why is it different? Well, it's different. Okay, well, that's it. I'm going to put another one in here. Change that one to none. And then shift it across on the x-axis, just like that. You can, sadly, walk through entities with the Yuushya mod, but it's a guide, so don't do that. Put those in, nice and square. That looks actually rather nice with this brown colour. Cool, so here I'm going to start putting doors in and windowing it up. Soon. I'm going to work on the upstairs first. Now here, there's an interesting situation going above the door. There has to be. That looks nice. It does actually look rather nice. Now this house is going to overlook this wonderful lake. I have a thing I can do with this wonderful lake overlook. Pop out this space here. Bang. That's going to be a balcony where they can look at that tree and a bit of the lake out there. Looks nice. Sort of balcony section. Now the upstairs is going to be a bit more opulent than downstairs. This is going to have a bit more money in it. Don't change. Oh, you changer. You changer. Why did you do it? Every single one will change. Alright, fine. Oh. See how you mess with the fences? Everything changes. No. That is really bad. If you make any mistakes, change anything. Oh, it's a pain. Let's separate this area into a few bedrooms. Yeah, so let's have a look. One thing that you've got to remember is with this particular mod, or anything in general really, you can design it how you want it. It doesn't have to be a particular template, it doesn't have to be boring or plain. However you want it to look. I like that. I don't like the fact that this window is just a little bit too big. I kind of want to connect it. Now it's a little bit too small. But it might be okay for a sort of Spanish build, you know? And again, I'm going to go round just like that, separate it up into bedroom spaces. Here, I'm going to have a gap of 3. Like that. And I'm going to grab that archway, which I don't have anymore. So let's go through the house and grab the archway. Hopefully I don't have to deal with the fences ever again in this particular build. The fences are a pain. Put that here and here. Whoops. That way. That looks good. That does look very good. Here is going to be a bedroom space. I'm actually thinking of separating it, having a bedroom space here. Like that. A sort of mezzanine space. I'm not going to get too close to that. That'll do nice and big, nice and big. I'll get to decorating these things in a minute. I'm just going to separate the rooms a little bit. And this is quite a rich house, so it's going to have a lot more blocks in it. Get rid, bang, there, cool. Now this is a nice bedroom space here. It's a very big bedroom space, actually. Private bedroom space. It's going to have a private window. Yeah, no private window there. It's kind of silly, isn't it, opening the window and looking at the red pixel arcade. But that's fine. One window is enough. Maybe a little bit bigger, though. Like that. A nice big window. Why not? Why not? I do like that. That looks rather nice. Okay, that'll do for that. This space is going to be a sort of sitting space, bookcase area. I'll get to that. I'll get to that. This could be a massive master bedroom, but that would be silly, wouldn't it? So I'm going to just move this archway thing. Because here, I believe there should be a bathroom as well. I don't want to put it there. You're going to kill me. All right, fine. You didn't kill me. That's good. This can be a rather large bathroom space. The biggest bathroom space in Mitsumaru City. Now, I always say the biggest bathroom space in Mitsumaru City. But this one actually is the biggest bathroom space in Mitsumaru City, for sure. For sure. It's not quite an ensuite. I'm worried about that. Should there be an ensuite? Or should this be a shared bathroom for the occupants? Now, I'm thinking it's more of a family home, so that could be okay. Here is going to have a similar window setup. So I like that. A nice big window overlooking the school. A bit weird, but that's okay. That's 2 and that's 2. So a bit of symmetry going on, which is nice. I like it. I like it. This could be ensuite, but it probably should be shared with everybody in the house. Nice. I like that. That works for me. So I've got 2 bedrooms up here and a bathroom. I'm concerned I might have something there. I don't know. Maybe that's going to be a library/snug area, which could work. It's always fun to do these things. Interesting layout. So here I'm going to go over the whole building. I'm going to raise it up. If I can. There we go. Press enter. Do the same here. And raise it up. And here I'm going to replace the air. Now what do I replace the air with? The worn yellow concrete. That is not the roof space. I repeat, that is not the roof space. I quite like this building. It's very big. It's a very big mansion. This does need a window here, but that's the bathroom. Oh no. Okay, well, it's going to have one of those kind of windows. A private window, and then a vent. Let's get the vent. Whoops, I'll go in. That doesn't look good, because it's like an eye. Change that. I'm always concerned about making things like eyes. That's a little bit better. Pop the vent here. So it's not an eye. Alright, that's pretty good. The bedroom space here, the master bedroom, has got one wonderful window. Just one. Could be a concern, but I do need to worry about space later. Now for the roof. For the roof, I'm really concerned about how I'm going to do the roof. Let's look for some slabs. I don't want to do... I mean, they're pretty interesting, aren't they, really? These are from Fetsy's decoration. The jungle slabs are pretty good. I'm wondering how neon that is. Yep, I don't like it. That's terrible. Let's grab slabs. Now this... Ooh, I did type slab. There's a slab template. I'm concerned to find that one. There it is. The slab template and the half slab template. Let's go in, see if I can find that worn yellow. There it is. Or at least yellow. I can't get the worn one, but yellow should work. Let's grab that one. And here, grab the yellow concrete. What I'm going to do is have an interesting... You see, that's the same colour as the house. That's bothering me. That's bothering me. That tiling over there is pretty nice. Let's have a look what that is. Oh, HD block. No, it's not. It's pale tile. Let's search for pale. See what we get. Pale tiles. It's pretty interesting. It is pretty interesting. I'll get the lower and the upper. I wonder if I can use pale patterned brick. Because that is very dark colour. It's not going to look right, but it might. You know what? I like that. So here, I'm going to put in the uppers all the way around the building. Let's search for pale again. Here, you need to use the outer corners. The slab idea could have worked, but it's a little bit too yellow. Uh-oh, pale. I guess that one is upper first. Let's pop the uppers in. Here and here. Whoops. Upper and here. Nope, I need to do these first. Always a problem doing the roofs, but that's how it is. Simple roof design all the way across. Wrong. Yep, this one's going to need to be an inner one, but that's not a problem. I'll show you about that in a minute. Let's go across. Always make mistakes on the roofs. It's always a pain. Done. Right, I'll fix that. So that needs to be upper corners. Go in like that. On the right-hand side, you always go in. I've done a tutorial about that if you want to watch it. Just like that. And this one, because it's there, it needs to be an inner. So search for pale, inner, upper. The confusion grows. Pop that in. Perfect, see? It works. That could actually be a utility space for a drain. I'll think about that in a moment. Now I could do the lower ones in exactly the same kind of way. Leaving that corner. I know I left that corner there. That's not a problem. Now if I pop those bricks in, not good. So I'm going to go in with lowers. Like this. I'm going to keep a very simple roof for this particular massive mansion. I quite like it. When I build something, at first I think, oh, it's hideous. A bit of a carbuncle, which is a strange, odd design. But actually, over time, things grow on you. So here, you need to use the lower corners. I've got the upper corner. I need to find the pale tiles and go for the inner lower. This one. Get rid of that gourd thing. Put the inner lower in. Whoops. This one, sorry. The inner lower needs to go here. This one needs to be outer lower. It's very confusing, isn't it? All these outers and inners. But I've got the system. Go around like that. And here. All the way around. Bang. Perfection. Now, sadly, I need to do one more row of uppers. Because that way I can have the pattern brick. Like that. You see my meaning? I hope you understand that. I need the pale uppers here, just like this. Yep. Being careful to leave those corner pieces, which need the... I don't know what it is, the corner piece. Put those in like that. And then go around here. Bang, bang, bang. Matching it up. Oh no. I do prefer using these tiles though to the standard stairs method that we always seem to use. And then the upper corner. This one needs to be upper inner. Confusion. Upper corner again here. Upper corner again here. And here. Now that looks like a rather spectacular roof. I'm going to bring that down one more in a minute. In here, I'm going to do my old standard axiom mod trick, like this. Replace, and that one's pale patterned, replace air with pale patterned bricks. That looks cool. That does actually look cool. Now that's good. Happy days. How do I figure out the color palette? It's trial and error, because this was going to be a white building, wasn't it, originally? Now, what I want to do here is extend this out. If you have a look at this house, it has these wonderful little beams, these structure beams, which is a horizontal pole template. I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to use the, I think it's the lower tile. Yep, all the way around one more. It might not fit next to the Pixel Palace arcade. Yeah, it does. That's okay. Not so sure how the arcade's going to feel about that. But I don't care. This is a mansion. It's an expensive mansion. That does need a corner piece. Not yet. We'll work on that soon. The corner pieces are always a hideous problem, you see. But thinking about the corner pieces too much is going to be a problem. Pop that one in here and here. No. Yes. I've done it. Okay, let's go. Like that, and then one here. And this one needs to be lower corners. Oh, it's a problem. Lower corner. Lower corner. This one needs to be inner lower corner. That is stupid, but it's done. It's done. One more. It's done. That's it. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. So now I can use these pole templates to hold the roof up a little bit. I have a method to deal with that. Can't put it there, you see, but I can turn it into an entity. Lift it up. Let's count the number. I don't know if I want to leave it at 0. No, I'm going to do 8. Okay, 8. Control middle click. Oh, got rid of the gourd and do it there. Good. Let's get the gourd back, because he is much more my friend than that. And then basically just go in, do the same. And that holds the roof up. Now check that, look. There's a bit of it hanging out. All right, okay, well, that's a problem, isn't it? Shift it back a little bit so it touches the roof bit, but it doesn't poke through, see? So I've got this one for the wall and this one for the sticky bit. Sounds confusing. Let's pop the wall one in. No, the wall one. And then the sticky one. Just like that. So those sticks connect. It clips a little bit. The clipping is annoying. The clipping is annoying. If you stand still, it doesn't do anything. But if you move, it does this thing. And I don't like that. I really don't like that. So instead, I might move this up a bit. What is it? Minus 30. Or plus 13. And then, instead of having 2 of these things, which could be annoying, I'll just grab the 1. That's enough support, I think. Go around all the way like this, being careful not to place them in random places. Oh no. Done it. Okay, so I just need to get that one. Put it back. There's a bit of support, you see? Looks good, looks good. So do the same here. Pop it in, but I obviously need to rotate that one. And that needs to be rotated 90 degrees. Copy that one, and then I can do the same. Go all the way across. Building. Here too, I'm not bothered about that. I'm going to pop in some of these for now, so I can finish the job. Could be problems. Put those in, like that. Go here. This needs to be rotated no degrees. I've actually already got those, so pop those back in. Check it for the clipping. That looks really good. And then that one is correct. Uh-oh. Like that. And this one should be the non-clip one. Again, I need to pop that in and deal with that later. Yeah. I really, really, really like this roof, actually. It's got these little supports. These beams. Like that. Fixing the mistakes I've made. Okay, cool. Pop that in. Done. I've got a nice roof with a nice roof support. It looks good. It's bigger than the other houses in the area. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. It will grow with the town, I promise you. Right, now I've done that, I can actually get rid of these supports. Because I'll forget for the wires. And that one there. Okay, so now that's finished. The house does look good. It doesn't match particularly with the others in the area, and it's one of the bigger houses I've ever made in this particular city. There's another mansion over there. I'm going to show you real quick. I have made one more mansion past the Angler's Retreat, the Oak Lovelies. Just over there in the distance, let's go an Axiom 1, speed it up. You can see a mansion I built here a while ago, and it's going to look as good as this. Over here, back near the Starbucks, I can go back to my new build. I just realized the fences are wrong. Please! You know what, I might change that to the wall. I quite like the wall. We'll see. Let's get to the windows. This is the Windows stage build. So window, Yuushya Mod windows, oak windows, absolutely, well and truly, I'm going to be using those. Let's pop those here like that. Windows and corner windows, doesn't matter which one. I might grab some of these open ones too, so let's see. Pop them on the outside like this, being very careful not to make mistakes. Perfect. You can put some open ones in there like that as well. Should you wish to. I might do, I might not, I don't know. It's better if you connect them to the walls like that, so then you don't have so much issue. Now I've got to connect it to a super small rectangle. If I do it here, look, it's not easy, so if I could do it here, much better. Same again. It looks a lot better now. It has some windows, doesn't it? That open window is kind of, it's a bit annoying. I don't know. I wonder if I can have these underneath. No. Okay, that looks good though. I don't want to have too many windows around the back and the side because it's a bit odd. A window there. Very peculiar window. But I guess while you poop in, you want to look out the window, don't you? For some reason. Whoops. Be careful not to hit the guide thing. Good, good, good. Excellent. This one needs to be done inside. I'll show you why in a minute. I mean, maybe I could do it outside. I'll try. Use the corner windows. Ah, yes, you can do it outside. Good, 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 good. Here and here. A corner unit. Looks excellent. Here's interesting. Let's try it again. Ow, my grass. Ow, my grass. Okay, get rid of that. Copy it in. Get rid of this. And then back to the wall method. I have an idea on what to do for this window. To make it a little bit more interesting, that one's oak windows. So I need oak windows 1. Oak windows 1 is a different design. And there's actually an open window. This one, diagonal or deviated. Let's try the deviated ones. Whoa, that was scary. Yeah, I don't know. So it's kind of like a pushable, openable window. That's pretty good because you can like open this window and go out. Kind of like a screen door or something. It's different. For sure it's different. Here I'm just going to go with the standard. Oh, scary. Standard ones like that. All the way to the top. And then the wall method. Oh, I messed that up. Same again for the bathroom. That's the vent. Now I can't access that, so I've got to do it here and there, just like this. Cool. I kind of want to have windows on this wall. But it's okay, that's stupid. I don't like that open window there. Better like that, isn't it? Yeah, I'm happy with that. That was cool. Frames. Do I frame the windows? Ah, the frames. This is also a pain. A bothersome situation has arisen. I need the top one and the bottom one. The left one and the right one here. Okay, so I've got to turn all of these into... do I use brown concrete? You know what, I'm going to. Brown concrete, just like the arches on the stairway inside. So that's easy. This one's easy. I've got a gap of 2, so I don't need to worry. Okay, that's pretty cool. That one I do need to worry, it's a pain. And this one I need to worry, there's a thing in the way. Not a problem, not a problem. Offhand. Add block state, lift it up. Yeah. This one's problem. This one's problem. I could put it on the window, actually. That's cool. Test it. Can I shift it across? Yeah. And do the same. Control middle click. And pop it in. Boom. That was easy. This one's could be a problem, look. It's a bit of a pain. Let's get rid of that. I'll throw that one in the bin. Don't need it. Pop this one in on the right. Grab the left one. Turn that into an entity. Add it. Control. I only need it one time. Control middle click. Bang. Done. Cool. Done. That was easy. And then round the back. And the sides of the house. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could be a pain. The grass. The grass. Not a problem. That was cool. I kind of want to have a tree there. Oh, you know what? Tree. This one, the yellow one. Please don't destroy my house. I can't destroy grass with a tree. Yeah, that looks nice. Did it destroy any roof? No. That's good for the birds. Oh, that's excellent for the birds. Let's change this fence, though, because it's crummy. Can't destroy things with a tree in my hand, of course. Of course, let's get rid of that. I want to have a fence, but a standard one. You know what? I might use the same brown concrete one. Let's find it. You need the fence template. How do you spell fence? Come on, let's get it. This one. Yeah. Pop it in. Brown concrete. It's got to be brown concrete. Otherwise this. Okay. Middle and control middle click. Bang, 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 bang. Done. Yeah, leave it there like that. It's not safe. If they somehow access this area, they're going to plop into the sea. Which is interesting. I should probably make that safer. If they have kids or whatever. The kids are going to get sick. I'm not sick. They're going to drown in the lake. Okay, that'll do. And this side, the same. That looks nice. Actually, you know what? That could be a bit further across, couldn't it? So we'll pop that one in. And then... Oh, wait a minute. Can I do it the other way? Like that? No. Of course not. Of course not. Thanks. Thanks? 16. Let's try that. Oh, yes. In the sea. That's stupid. What am I destroying? The grass? Put it here. Bring it back. I don't know. 12. Let's try 12. Please. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. I'm going to change... Whoa, watery. I'm going to change this bit here, actually. Let's grass it up. I don't like that. It's going to take a while to change, so put it there. Brown concrete template. Let's go. I don't want to destroy. Oh, you've ruined my life. You have ruined my life. You actually did. Control middle plate. That's ruined. That's so stupid. I've got to change to middle. Leave that one there. This one. This one is also going to be a problem. Oh, you're killing me. Like that. And here, I've got to build it this way. Rotate. Like that. And that's got to be 0. Okay, well, maybe it's got to be 0. This dude needs a corner piece. Let's get it. This corner piece is going to be horrendous. Brown concrete. Let's see if you are horrendous to me. You are horrendous to me. Wow. You can change the form and then rotate that. I could put the frames in my inventory for now. I'll deal with the frames in a minute, but the fences. It's a murder fence. It is actually a murder fence, isn't it? Pop those in like that. Don't murder me again. Alright, now this one's going to be a murder fence as well. Corner piece. I turned the grass into an entity. What am I doing? Form 1, rotate-arde. And rotate-arde. Let's put that here. And then I need the side piece. Yeah, and just connect it up. The corner piece is a little bit more friendly to me. It's kind of nice. And the side piece, I've got so many fences now, I don't even know. Nice! Now I've got a linked up fence, garden space, which took me 1,000,000 years. But it's done. I hate doing that. The windows, back to the framing. Let's, can we not throw those away? Yeah, I'll throw them away. Done. Back to the framing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got left, right. I like to have it like that so you can see the gap between them. Up, down. Left, right. Let's... Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh, you painer. You absolute pain. I'm telling you, the fences. Fences! And then left. Sorry, dandelions. But that's okay. The fences are horrible. Oh, now I can't put that one there. I can put it here, though. And then just move it back on the x-axis minus... What, 12? 4? How did that even work? Anyway, it's done. That's not going to bother me no more because it's finished. fences here are, not the fences, sorry, the templates here could be some trouble because there's that there. Maybe, there's always a maybe on that. It's not always definite. We'll see. I'll show you how I'm going to fix that. Offhand, entity, add, up. Why is it there like that? Why is it there like that? So if I pop that one in, offhand that, turn it to entity, add a block state. Why is it there? I've got to rotate it into the wall and lift it up. Fine. I'll do that. Put that in my offhand. And then do the same. Oh, why? It's very strange. Just lift it up. Done. That's like a nice little roofing tip. Ah, but they clip, look. You see that? When I go back, it clips. You absolute painer. Okay, so let's figure out another way of doing it. Another way of doing it would be to go into that and add it, and then just rotate it. And hopefully that doesn't clip. Yeah, it does clip. It does clip. You painer. Absolute painer. So I'm going to remove that block state. That should not clip now. You know what? I'm going to move the window down a little bit. That's another way of doing it. There is a way of fixing that, but it is not nice. Yeah, it's not bad, is it really there? So pop in the side pieces. Right, right. Left, left. Vent there. No problem. Underneath, you need to use the top bit. And above, you need to use the bottom bit, which is stupid. Turn that into an entity, because this... Oh, I've got the block in my hand. Because there's some stuff in the way. And then just lift it up. Done. I actually quite like that. So I've got to use the bottom template for the up part. I quite like that. I'm not going to shift it. That looks good. Sometimes I shift the frames in so they're a bit more square. But I don't think I need to bother here. I quite like... That looks really far away. There we go. I quite like that little corner piece like that. That's an oriental design. Yeah. Here, I'm going to use the bottom template as a door frame. That'll do. That's going to be a problem. That is going to be a problem, isn't it? Thinking. I'm going to pop that piece in here, really far away. And because I don't rotate it, it shouldn't clip. I'm not going to say yet. Yeah, it didn't clip into the sea. That's fine. Do the same here. Left piece. Really far away. If you rotate things, they tend to be a little bit more hatey. They don't like you so much, but that's fine. The problem from this particular corner piece is going to be the up bits, or the down bits. So offhand it, pop it in. That looks right to me. Oh no, it's not. It's really not. It needs to go further back. How far back? And then up. Alright. Control middle click that one, paste it in. That's horrible, isn't it? I hate that. That's really, really difficult to do. So go in. What have I got in my offhand there? I need the bottom template. Pop that one in, rotate it round, and then lift it up. I don't know how far it went. Should be okay. Delete place. Delete place. Delete place. Yeah, that's not bad, is it? It fits. I don't know what to do with the frame here on the door. I might actually pop these in. Dandelions. You have got to be kidding me. The fence. Oh, the corner. That's really bad. What am I doing? Ah, goodness gracious. Right, let's remove these things. That's going to be rather painful, I think. I've got to fix it. That is horrendous. Grab the entity block here. Pop that in here, I think, and then rotate it. That's horrible. That might clip, actually. The side piece. Wrong. Wrong. I am making a mess here. I'm going to have a whole bag of seeds. This one. Alright, cool. That's fixed. This one. You see how that clipped? You painer. Alright, well, I'm going to have to do it again. Delete all the stuff. Grab the GUI. I'm getting angry now. Grab this and the gourd. Shouldn't be angry. It's fun. It's fun. I keep telling myself I'm here fish as well. I keep telling myself it's fun, but it's really not. This is the side wall. Pop that one here so I can see it. Delete. This is the back wall. Don't destroy the side bit, because it's going to kill me. And then I need to find a corner. So it's fence template corner. It's brown concrete. You see how if you mess around with this, things go badly wrong. Entity, form 1, rotate. Good. Now that's not the right one. This one is. Good. And this one is correct. Being careful not to put too many fences in. I'm not going to put any patio chairs or table close to any of those fences because it's murder. That doesn't clip, you see, because it's only rotated a bit. The other fence is clipping, but I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to go anywhere near those fences ever again. Right, that's looking good. That's looking really good. The frames, I think I threw them away. So great. I need to grab, I'm going to throw those away first. Grab the frames on the right and left. I also need top and bottom, so go here. Grab the bottom one, which is the top one, kind of funny. And the bottom one, which is the top one. It's kind of stupid. This also needs a window frame. Here and here. Bottom and top. I'll try it the other way around, show you. If I put the bottom one at the bottom, that's wrong. So I do this. I do that. It's a lot easier. Here, we need to put the bottom frames in. And the top frames in. Whoops. What am I destroying? Done. No problem there, thankfully. That's okay. I like how it connects, actually. It's quite nice. So first you need the top frame. And now because I have this thing here, oof, I've got to use the bottom frame. So let's do the top frames first. And then I can use the bottom frames. Go in, add block state. That's it, isn't it? Yep. Put that one back in my offhand control, middle click that. Bang. Whoops. Grab this one. Place. Good. Same again. Being careful not to make too many mistakes. Done. I've got nice window frames all the way around the house. It matches the brown oak aesthetic. I've done the window framing, which was always a pain, but I've done it. I don't need to think about that ever again. Hopefully. Now doors. I want to use usual doors actually, but the Cocricot doors are actually very stunning. And there's a few other choices now. I've installed the Fetzies add-on. They are really nice. You know what? I kind of want to have these. This is beautiful. Isn't it? Isn't that a beautiful door? It's a dark Japanese slide tall door from the Cocricot mod. And they're really cool. Now it's going to keep the weather out. But we're not thinking about the weather, are we, right now? It's a nice sunny day. If it rains, too bad. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's enter the house. I'm also going to pop a mailbox outside. There's a few choices of the usual mod. I'm going to use a black one, I think. Here. That's about the right height. Yeah, I like that one. I'm going to get some slippers. Oops, how do I spell it? Slappers, no. I don't like the white ones, they're kind of boring. So I've got the slippers template. I'm going to choose some brown ones. We did a few pairs. And I get 2 of them. Green ones. Put them here. And what, the red? White ones, a bit different. I want a shelf there, so I'm going to get some shelving units. I do like the usual mod template. We go with brown. Wait a minute, brown concrete or brown oak? Brown concrete. Just like that. Like this, and then I can pop these in. Now, you put them on the floor like that, but you've got to turn them into an entity, and then shift them back, just like this. Do the same again. Easy work. Maybe move them a bit. Position them back a little bit, and ski with them. I call it ski whiff, it's not allowed to rotate. This fence mat thing is got to move a little bit now. That's cool. You know what? We also need a package. A backpack, and a package. Yeah, let me get rid of that. Put the package here randomly. Backpack. That's blue one, but that's cool. That's actually really cool, isn't it? Is there a doorbell? I think there is from MrCrayfish. Let's search for bell. Now, obviously, they're not going to use one of these giant bells. That's stupid. Doorbell from MrCrayfish. Cool. Now, you could... I don't need to name it. What are you doing, lad? It says missing power. I don't care about the power. I just care about the aesthetics. Pop it there. The mailbox is obviously wrong, so I've got to move that a little bit. Not that axis. I always get that wrong. Z and X, but that's fine. Like that, you see? Can I change it? Oh, that doesn't change the colour, does it? Well, anyway, it looks cool. We've got that there. I might have an awning as well. A little awning. And this one's from McCaw's Roofs. And it's a nice brown one, which looks good. Just like that. I don't know if that cheapens the design, actually, does it? Yeah, it kind of cheapens the design. So let's get the slabs. Half slab and a full slab. An awning above a house. It's a little bit weird, I feel. I don't know. It's kind of a shop thing, isn't it? I'm looking for brown concrete, that one. And again, brown concrete. So I'm not sure if I agree with having an awning. It's a bit of a shop thing. And wow, that scared me. I can try both, like that. That's quite interesting. Let's, I don't have the green slippers yet. Let's pop green slippers here. And reposition those. Just like this. Rotate them a bit. Maybe that way. Yeah. Different slippers. Different shelves. That's the whole point. I quite like this. I'm going to grab the light. Just going to mess with this a little bit. I quite like that. That's a very interesting design, isn't it? Pop the light there. That's cool. I really like that. That's really cool. You know what? I'm going to support that bit as well with a beam. So I'm going to search for a column. Now, column could be too big. It could be too big, a column. What about a pole? There's column, pole, and stick. You see the difference? Ooh, I don't know. I'll go with this one. Try brown concrete. I do like some of these jungle vine walls, but I'll go with brown concrete for now. If I can find it. Tell me you have brown concrete, please. Please, brown concrete. Black wall? Brown concrete. Love. Well, that's levitating, but don't worry about it. Yeah, let's get the brown concrete for this as well. It's really hard to find. There's so many choices. I love the so many choices, but there's sometimes too many. Pop that one here. Turn into an entity. Shift it back all the way and up a little bit. That's a fancy looking door frame, isn't it? Oh, that is fancy. I really do like that. Yeah. That's a fancy doorway. Healthy. Healthy indeed. Let's get some paintings or something. These are nice. This ink painting. It's good to find stuff and just go like, ooh, this is nice. I like doing that. Brown slippers. I don't know if I put them in. Yeah, I did. So throw those away. But they're shoes. That's a shame. Slippers. What else could you call a slipper? A shoe, a loafer. Let's have a look. Some books and stuff there from Cocricot. They even have a speaker outside. It's kind of weird. Maybe have some books, a couple of books or one. People will steal them. Why am I doing that? People are definitely going to be stealing those. But I am going to put this here. And it here. And then just lift it up a bit like that. Oh, that's fancy, isn't it? That's a really nice entrance hall. I wonder if there's any more of those. What is it? It's a hanging scroll. So search for scroll. Ultramarine decoration. Yeah, you're going on the shelf. You're going on the shelf. You want to steal the mysterious cursed scroll. You're welcome. Let's scale it down a bit. Shift it across. Up, and then back like that. Yes, you're welcome to steal the mysterious cursed scroll. Now, there's actually more space there. And there is bonsai trees from Ultramarine. These are super cool. I mean, look at that. You can't deny that is a delicious tree, isn't it? Let's shift it to the side. I am in love with that tree. I kind of like it there. That's absolutely beautiful. I don't know if it's the big one, though, so let's have a look for another one. Is there a little one? Large green one. Let's try that. Small green. Let's try that one as well. I mean, that's okay, isn't it? It's nice. What about this large one? I'll go with a small one. and move it across a bit. Rotate it just a little. That's super. A lovely entrance. This is worthy of being a mansion, isn't it? That's super, that is. I really, really like that. Let's go get those slabs again, these half slabs. And I want to put in just a little bit of interest. That scroll I'm going to have to move down again. Like about there. The mailbox. Move it down a little bit. And the doorbell, also move it down. So it's a little bit adjacent, but not too close. Now here, I'm going to have these slabs. Like that. Now that was a mistake, but I'm keeping it because it looks good. That's cool. So here I'm going to get the columns again and the poles because I'm never finished. Now, planning permission does say in this city of mine, I can't build on the pavements. The planning permission is going to go out the window because these people are opulently wealthy and they can do what they like, I think you'll find. So this one here can go like that, into the ground a bit, and back. Beautiful. And then here, look, I have another one of those. Pop that one there next to the half slab and pop it in. Boom. That is actually opulent. It is. It's an opulent house and it's beautiful. Pop that one in. And then I need another one here. The same thing. Turn into an entity, into the ground and back. Wow. I kind of want to live here. Look at this. Look at this. Should I have a third? I think I'll have a third. So grab that one. Like that. So there's 3 and 2. That is nice. That is nice. It makes it look a lot better, doesn't it? Right, let's enter the house and start decorating. Wonderful. I'm going to leave the door open. I might have a cat, you know. Yeah, let's look for a cat. A sleeping cat. A black cat. What's that? Scattered carrots? No. Not going to be no scattered carrots. I have this cat here. He's a massive cat, so let's resize him a bit. Put him here and rotate him. He's sleeping. Welcome to the house. If you want to steal the cursed scroll, you can. There is the cursed scroll. Not going to be stealing that, but that looks a wonderful entrance. Very happy. Let's go in now. The cat is done. Great. So let's have a look. I've decided on this being a bathroom. So a bathroom needs to be a little bit more private, doesn't it? So let's get a dark door. We keep it a little bit private. Wow, there's so many choices. So many choices. I've got so many bricks. So many blocks. Let's just search for door. How about that? Nice private one. That's cool. 2-panel door for the bathroom. Bit more private, isn't it? Let's go upstairs and whoa, let's apply the same method to this bathroom. Is that the bathroom? Yes, it is. Not much windows going on there, is there? But that's fine. I need to start lighting this. There's no lights. But look at this balcony space. Doesn't that look cool, overlooking the whole thing? I think it does. These can be the standard sliding doors into this bedroom. There's no doorway to this bedroom. Just go into Axiom. Yes, there's a cavernous space here, which needs a door. I'm thinking of having it here. Just like that. There we go. So I've got a master bedroom. It's very dark. It needs lighting. I've done the doors there. Let's go down. Grab the lighting. So I don't want doors again, I feel. So I can throw those away. This is cool. That's going somewhere. Right here. Oh, what am I doing? I'm destroying everything. So how does that even connect? Ah, there we go. Up in a shelf unit. Put that on the shelf. I could do with a better one than that. Search for bonsai. Bonsai, I want the big one. Is there a big one? That's large? Alright, well, I'll put the large one in first. Oh, it is large. I see. I see. Okay, it's really big. Bring it forward a bit. That would do. And put the medium one in as well. I'm going to rotate that one all the way, just like that. Shift it across. That's cool. That is so cool. I love those trees. That's from Ultramarine mod, by the way. Can I sneak through the window? Oh. Right, so I'm here for some lights. I want to keep those slabs and poles because I might come back to using those. I'm going to get this one. I don't want the worn concrete. I want the entity block and the modern ceiling lamps. So here, I kind of want to have a ceiling lamp there. It doesn't look right. I've got to rotate it. That's what I've got to do. Rotate it on this axis. Push it back a bit. Turn the brightness up. And then shift it across like that. So it brightens up the stairwell a little bit, you see? Now in here, this is going to be a snug. Now a snug is a kind of living space. Brighten that one up. I'm going to grab that entity block, so that's quite nice. And then brighten it up on the wall. That one could be a little bit higher though. So copy that. Looks good. A few of these here and there looks quite nice. This one needs to be rotated, which is a shame. What am I doing here? There we go, I've got to rotate it that way. No, I don't have to rotate it, I've got to push it back. And then turn the brightness up. Here we go. It's nice and bright, interesting design. This can go here. What did I see there? Oh, a broken door. Turn the brightness up, and then I'm going to just move it across a little bit. Like that. I wouldn't mind a bit of mood there, so I'm not going to put a light here. But in the bathroom, I'm going to put a standard giant light, which is for this house. Like that. I'm going to get a vent real quick as well. So one of these, pop the vent in. That way, it ventilizes all of the smells. And ventilize is not a word. I just made it up. Now this one's going to need one big one, I feel. And when I say big, it's going to be big. Like that. Bring it down a bit. The really big ceiling light. Because master bedrooms have those, don't they? Cool. I like a bit of mood. So we're going to put one more in for this room. And brighten. There we go. That'll do. I like the mood of the shadows in the corners of some of the rooms. I like that. This one I don't think is necessary, actually. A little bit more mood. Let's see if I can find some other lights. Fetsy's has some wonderful lamps, but I'm thinking about Ultramarine here. Xiaolong Bao. Yeah, that's what we need to eat, but I don't want to be putting those. I'll get this wooden crate. I don't know if you have a wooden crate in the house, do you? What about tables? Any interesting tables? Now, they're nice paintings. Yeah, they are. They're really nice paintings. Let's pop that painting up. That's cool. It's like a map of the world. No, it's like a Chinese painting. That's super cool. A chessboard? That's not chessboard. I think you'll find that's Wei Qi. Let's try and put this one here. That needs to be near the door. That absolutely needs to be near the door. Let's put that near the door. It definitely needs to be near the door. Kind of here. But I've got to move it. Bring it down and across. Like that. I want to bring it further down. I'm not happy with that. Here, on this pole. Like that. And then across. Like that. I wonder if there's any more of those. Clay doll. These are cool. Are there any tables or something? I've got to find some tables. I don't know. I've only recently installed the Ultramarine mod. Furniture. That's what it's at. That's where it's at. Look at this. That's what I want. High table. Sorry, Yuushya mod shelf. You have been surpassed by high table. I'm worried that that's clipping you. You clipper. Okay, so let's put those here and get that bonsai here. There's a large one, right? The medium one. Bye. Place done. It's not going to clip again. Inside the other one, but whatever. What are you going to do? Let's start with the upstairs decoration in this snug area. That's cool. That is cool. There's a proper pot on top. Health and safety. You might be breaking that, but that's fine. That is really cool. So it's under... What's that? Ultramarine lamps? Yeah, look at this. A small lamp. Ultramarine is where it's at. Ultramarine windows and doors. I'm not feeling them, but maybe in a different build. Definitely I need the Ultramarine props. Jade pendant. What do you do with that? Oh, that's super. That's beautiful. That is super. Let's get some more decorations. Boots. I don't like those boots. It's a royal censer. I don't know what that is. I'm definitely going to be looking at these. Look at this portrait. Let's put portrait in there. What the whatness? Super cool. That is super cool. Clay doll. I don't like them. They're a bit scary, aren't they? Let's put that one in. Let's put him in. I don't care. It looks cool. He's going to be guarding you from dangers. That's super. Where's the decorations, the furniture stuff? That's what I was looking for. Not here. Let's see if I can find it in the list. Ultramarine furniture. Please don't let me down. I definitely did find it. Ultramarine decorative blocks. I need ultramarine furniture. I'm not good. There it is. There it is. Yes. Okay, I want this. Definite oak bed? No way, man. That's a bench. That's a bench. That's a bench. If you put 2. Alright, well, that's cool. Oh, no. Fine. That's cool. That's cool. Happy with that. Super. A chess table. Does it have to be low on the ground? I mean, that's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, you know what? Why not? Let's have one of those. And get some of those rattan. Not the rattan lights, as tempting as they are. It's a seagrass stool. What did it say? Seagrass, a zabuton, and stool. You know what? You can have some of those around it, can't you? That's cool. You know what? Some people are definitely going to be having that. Now, one thing I have forgotten at this point is air conditioning. So I'm going to get some air conditioners going on. First, I'm going to go outside the building. And again, like I said, this is a free build I'm doing kind of live. So, you know, if you've stuck out to this pot far in the video, I'm very impressed you've done that. Air conditioning units should be accessible to maintenance staff. And seeing as this is an incredibly wealthy, opulent build, I'm going to have that one there and one here. 2. Just like that. That's for the kitchen space and this bedroom. This space is not going to have one. This space is going to have one. Kind of here and here for the living room. So that's actually got 4 air conditioners in it. That's probably the most air conditioners a house has had. This one, I don't even think it's got any air conditioning. Yeah, it's got 1. That's fine. So I need to go back into the house. I also need to consider, sorry to say, this part here. It's thinking where to put it. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to have 2, I think. 1 here and 1 here. A little bit lower down, like that. Yep. It's got 5 air conditioners. So first, I need to put one into the kitchen space, like that, because then that matches up with the unit. Let's just go on up. This is a really nice house. I'm liking this. Subscribe if you're liking it too. It's a very long video. It's going to take me a million years to edit, but once it's edited, it's edited. Let's put this one in here. Now, this is the old and the new juxtaposition. You see, this is a wonderfully old, traditional style, Chinese kind of area where people are going to play stuff. And I'm going to pop in this air conditioner unit, which is something new from the new world. But positioning the air conditioning unit is trouble. I like that because you've got to have space for this table thing, which I'm not going to move. And I'm also going to put one in this bedroom space. So I've got 1, 2. I'm going to have one here as well on this wall in the corner. Perfect. So I've got 1. I want to count them out. 2, 3 for the boys' bedroom. I'm going to say the boys' bedroom. I don't know. Nobody's moved in yet. 3, 4 in the kitchen space. And 5 in the living room. All right, that's cool. Let's have a look outside. Because there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. There's 6. I've got 1 more. But guess we got to put them in the living room, the kitchen. And the living room. I could almost have 2, couldn't it? And here could have 1 actually. Right there. Yeah, all right, that's cool. That's enough. I think I've got 6. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 4, counting them out. 5. And then 6 in the master. Nice. So let's get another one of those tables. Under Ultramarine furniture, a different kind of table. This one, small table. Let's put that small table in with the lamp. Oh, that's actually super. I'm not always putting in sofas, but I'm going to put some more sofas in, but not always. You don't always have to put the sofas in. That's nice. The ebony cabinet. That is really cool. Look at that. Right, so I want a bit of privacy in this house. And for that, I'm going to use blinds. I'm not sure the bamboo blinds could work, to be honest. They're pretty good. Alright. Just 2 down. Now, you'll notice on the corner there's a gap. So you've got to do the old trick here. Grab the bamboo blind in your offhand, turn that into an entity, go in with the GUI modeling tool, add a block state, rotate it, and then position it back, just like that. I think that might be wrong, so let's do it again. Here it needs one, doesn't it? So offhand, entity, go in, pop it in, move it back on the Z axis. It's Z, it's not Z. And then move it across. And make sure those numbers match. I think it's 16 all the way. It's not. So this one has to be 14. Yep. You can pop that back. Control middle click that entity and put it in. So now I've got a corner unit of blinds. Notice there's a problem with that. So I have to check it. There's a separation here. Like that. I think you might have to do the same with that one. Well, that's not a problem. It's a slight problem. It's a slight problem I have. Because of the separation. And I think it's not quite right. So here I have to put this one in. Turn that into an entity. Offhand. Put another one in. Bring it down, and it's minus 14. Now here, this one, I believe, has to have no separation. Vertical. Like that. And this one, vertical, lower. So you've got to upper and lower. It works, it works. Pop in this one. Ho, you troublemaker. I have to pop those. That's not going to work. Always a trouble with the blinds. Always a trouble with the blinds. So what we could do is pop those in the bin. I've got it in my offhand. Turn this one into an entity. And I'll destroy that one. Go in, add a block state, go round, bring it down all the way, and change the positional to lower. This one can be upper. Upper, lower, that's right. This one has to be upper. See how I've done that? I can do the same thing here. I've got space, so I can pop in a window. See, it's done the old thing. Upper, and the bottom one lower. Okay, this one I've got to turn into an entity and add a block state. So, add a block state, spin it round, bring it up. I know it's confusing, but it has to be done. That has to be set to vertical, upper, and this one, vertical, lower. Trouble, but it's done. And it looks cool. I don't know if I want to have any more stuff there. Because maybe a plant, if I can find a Yuushya mod plant. These are always good. Bamboo, the bamboo. I did a song actually about that. Do you want to watch that? The bamboo. And then rotate it. Done. Cool, that's pretty good. Not too much interest here. I like that. Carpets. Have to do the carpets. Brown. Put that underneath the chest set. That looks nice. And now I'm going to go around with heaters, because I always forgot that. These are from the Cocricot mod. And they go around the entire house and heat it up. In places where there might not be much going on. Like that. A nice big one. Kitchen space, there is going to be things going on. Maybe a fridge there, so I'm concerned about the heater. The kitchen's always going to be warm, because Grandma's always going to be cooking. But I want to put in enough heating to make sure it's nice and warm on cold days. And here, blinds on all of the windows. Just a little bit. Blinds are better than curtains, I feel. Same on the kitchen. Same on this one. I know that window's open. What are you going to do? That looks lovely. A heater can go here. So no, it's too many heaters. Too many heaters. One here. That'll do. Remove that one. And the same again. One on this wall. That looks good. I feel that's too many heaters now. Might be too many heaters. Yeah, here. That's better. I've got to keep it nice and warm. In the winter's going to get cold. The bathroom, does it have a heater? Yes or no? It's not the bathroom as such. Upstairs, going to have a couple of heaters. Here. One on this hallway. Master bedroom. Triple there. Blinds. Don't want to go all the way down with those blinds because you can move them. That's the point. You can bring them down if you want to. Bathroom. And same again. Just keep it as one. It's looking rather cozy. I'm liking this. Let's find a sofa. I want to use MrCrayfish sofas now because these are rather spectacular sofas and they connect quite nicely. Like that. I feel, now I've built this sort of space here, this is going to be for an older couple who don't want to have too much modern junk in their house, as they call it. But a nice corner sofa like that looks rather cool. This carpet is rather poo, so I'm going to find a new one. I want a brown one. Is that brown? It doesn't feel very brown. No, it doesn't feel very brown at all. But I'll leave it. Did I just get rid of the blinds and didn't finish the job? Didn't finish the job. Heaters. This room's going to get freezing. Central heating. 1, 2. So be a bit further back here. Like that. So it's a nice, wonderful design. Let's check out the Ultramarine stuff again. Yeah, these plants. Absolutely cool. Large bonsai. Look at that. That's absolutely cool. Where did I get this? Oh yeah, yellow concrete. What is it? Where is it? Landscape. Decorations. That's the plants. Finding it. There's so many different tabs now. Lamps are cool, but I'm not on that one. Decorations. That's the furniture. Don't forget that. Decorations. Yes. Okay, I want to get more of these. Large. What's that one? Oh, calligraphies. Nice. Let's get some calligraphies in. One of those. A little hamper. That's really cool. I can't read that one, actually. Scroll. That's cool. I like that. It's different, you know? Different designs. It's a shame they don't change, but I do quite like that as is. That's good, isn't it? Interesting. We get some bookcases as well. What's that? Book stack. I was just thinking about books. Well, they go on the floor, so they can go there next to that. It's nice. Let's get different paintings. This one is a ruler. Interesting. Back cushion. Can I stick that on here? I can. I definitely can. Just bring it down, look. That's cool. So whoever sits there, he's got a bit of pain on his back, so he can have that. Let's get some paintings. Large painting. Let's see what happens. No, that's not the space for this one. That's definitely the space for that one. A little trick would be to... I don't want to sit on it. A little trick would be to pop out some of the wall like I just did, and then you can stick in the blocks, the paintings. Nice. Really having fun with this. So now I got to get some more decoration here. This is the Cocricot stuff, which looks fab. Absolutely brilliant. But these are also cool. Yellow cushion. Look at that. I've just put some of them down. Porcelain table. I don't know about the ebony bed. Well, they're a bit diddly, aren't they? A bit small. You know what? That might be okay. It might be okay. Pop that table in the middle. That's not bad. There's a Japanese tea set I can put in. Or maybe this. This is from Cocricot Mod with the steam. Looks good. So plop that in. Plop the steam on top. That's ambient, isn't it? I like that. A nice ambient feel to this room. Pop that here. I like that. That's kind of a funny painting. It's huge. Oh, I like it. Let's get some bookcases. Let's get some bookcases in. Ultramarine decorative blocks. You know what? I'm in love with the ultramarine today, so let's pop some of these in. Can't see them. Full. It's a shame there's too much wall, but that's okay. You know what? I've got a little trick here. Not there, but here is a space. It kind of is, so I can pop a bookcase in there. Cocricot has some bookcases as well. And those bookcases you can have as little half ones. And they're actually super. I'm going to get a light because I'm feeling it's a bit too brooding here. You want these standing lamps. Yeah, you see what I mean? It's a little bit brooding. So pop in those ones. I love these antique ones. Yeah, sorry Ultramarine, you've let me down there. But these are super good. They look super nice like that, don't they? Pretty cool. I'm liking the design here of this. I call it a mezzanine. A mezzanine is between stairs, but it's kind of a mezzanine leading to a snug. That's the boy's bedroom or somebody's bedroom. I don't want to deal with that yet. This is the bathroom, so I actually need to change the flooring in here. That's a super big bathroom. Now I heard somewhere that, again, I think I told you before in a video, that the Japanese don't like to poop upstairs. So, this bathroom, I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but this bathroom is going to be purely for bathing. That way I can keep the kind of aesthetic of a nicely groomed house. I can keep, oh no, I can keep the Japanese happy, which is always a good thing. I've just ruined this wall, but it's okay. The fences, you see what I mean? When you start messing with the fences, ooh, all hell breaks loose. Good. I want to have a painting or something here. That standing lamp is really nice. Really nice. Let's get a painting there. A little one would be good. Just going to put the standard Minecraft paintings in, which are like usual mod designs. Yeah, that's cool. It's different, isn't it? Just a little bit up there. There's also photos. I don't think it's photo, but they're cool. I think that's from Cocricot Mod. Is it different? Oh, you idiot. Okay, cool. Done. So let's work on the bathroom now. What happened there? Oh, that scared me. Oh. Okay, so for the bathroom, I'm going to do it a bit different. I need to find a bath. These are the best from the Cocricot mod. The 1.12.2 version, interestingly, has baths filled with roses and wonderful stuff. This one's just a bath. It's still cool. Well, now that's weird. What happened there? Because I turned it into an entity, like filled it in weird. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a small bath. So I'm going to pop the bath in here. Let's see if I can find a stairs template. This one. Change this one to marble. Let's have a look. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Marble bricks. There we go. Let's have this kind of interesting design. It's kind of a nice little bathing area. Or water buckets. There's two choices of baths. I hope that didn't go anywhere crazy, because what is this? Okay, it's working. That's lovely. Actually, that's really nice. I fancy some more lighting in here. So I'm going to get some of these ultramarine lamps. A jade candlestick is rather tempting, actually. I don't know if you'd have one. But it's probably safer. It's not very bright, is it? It's probably safer than having electrics there. I'll turn the brightness up. Just entity it, brightness it. It's a little bit ceremonial, like I'm going to be, summoning a vampire or something there. That's not the point. I just want to have a couple of bathing spaces like that. Yeah, that's quite nice. I do like to use the grill, which is from Yuushya Mod, to act as an indoor radiator. They're usually in very expensive houses, It does need a sink in here. And I'm going to choose some of the MrCrayfish sinks. I think it should be a brown one. I quite like the brown one. Pop that in. That's under MrCrayfish furniture. Now, it's going to be difficult to find, like everything in this particular playthrough. There it is. Done. In kitchen, there's some fancy cabinets you could have. It says kitchen cabinets or whatever, but I don't care. Mirror. I was going to use a mirror block, that's why I popped out that wall, but that actually works quite nicely. Let's get some shampoo, which is a kind of soap dispense thing. Pop that one here. Again, there's not going to be a toilet thing in here. Is there a hanger? Kind of want to use these hangers. I'm going to try and build a... I don't really know. Nothing crazy. I'm going to get this black one. Put that over here. I've got to turn it into an entity. Lift it up. There's a thing. I've got to change the position. There we go. Position west. I don't know why it does that. But it does do that. And here, in this corner, I'm going to put a drain. Standard big drain. To drain off all of the water. Now, sadly, it's not very private at the minute. It's kind of a open bathroom, which is kind of weird. So I'm going to grab this. I think that's from Cocricot Mod, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going to pop those up like this. Across. I wonder if I can have it at the side. Or is it going to give me that? Oh, you can. For that. Yeah. Like that. That's quite fancy curtain, isn't it? Now this is going to be trouble. It could be trouble. Like this. Nice. So it's an interesting bathing situation they've got here. I'd bring that one down 3. Just like that. I like this. This is a rather nice bathroom. It doesn't have a poop zone, a toilet. It doesn't need one. Rug. Let's find a rug. Now, I do like the cow rug. Bang. Here. It's nice. So you can get changed here in the privacy of your bathroom. You got that is a really nice one. I don't know if you'd have some paintings, to be honest. A wooden stool. You know what? Some bathrooms kind of, I don't know. One of these sensor tables. Pretty good. That's massive. That's really big. I don't like that. Here is cool. With the plant. Are there any plants? I question. Let's go here, this one. There are many plants. I've got to find one. There is, yeah, there we go. Ultramarine plants. We'll have a little thing. I don't know what it is with a bonsai. Oh, yeah, that's bathroomy, isn't it? I want to have some paintings, though. So I'm going to find... the ultramarine paint. I don't know where they are now. It's not under paintings. It must be under decoration blocks. There we go. The sundial will be a garden thing. Long, yellow, hanging painting. That's very nice. Yeah, why not? That'll do. Interesting. I'll get some mirrors as well. Pop some mirrors in. Put them in like this. I don't know why, but if you're bathing, maybe you want to look at yourself in the mirror. Personally, I don't. Some people might. Let's have another look for another painting or something here. I quite like a portrait. Yeah, I've got one of those outside. That's the bathroom. That's actually a stunning bathroom, isn't it? Soap. Plenty of stuff. That's really nice. You know what? While I've done that, I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to decorate the other bathroom. This one's not a bathroom. It's a toilet. I'm going to use a brown toilet and a sink, the brown sink, and the kitchen cabinet things. There's kitchen cabinets, but I quite like those. So here's the toilet, and I put the sink here with a cabinet. I'll find a toilet roll. This one, black dispenser. That's from Cocricot Mod. So I'm mixing and matching a few different things. But it's fine like that, I feel. I wonder if I can have a mirror block. I'm not going to try a mirror block, no. Put one of those in, and a dwell. And shampoo. A lot of time I'm picking and choosing different things, but that's fine. I don't know about the grill this time. The toilet is rather small and in the corner. It looks a bit off, so I'm going to find bamboo. So many bamboos. This one I want, just a plant. So, when you're busy pooing, you can look at the bamboo. It's kind of strange, but it's why not? Why not? You just look at the spiders that are living in there or whatever. It's really weird. Cool, that's the bathroom done. You know what? Make it a little bit more interesting with a carpet. this one. It's not brown at all, but that looks nice. Homely little bathroom, isn't it now? Lovely. This build is becoming very long. It's 2 hours long. But that's fine. I'm loving it. I'm having fun with this. Let's just check the garden space. The garden space is going to have tables. Nothing too fancy. I'm going to pick the big template. It's brown, so I'm going to find a brown one. Maybe brown concrete. I'll put it in here, so it's not too close to the fence, because the fence is going to kill me. Rotate it a little bit, and then get some chairs. See what chairs I could get. There's lots of different choices. Oh yeah, look at that. It's like a throne. Not going to be no thrones. This one, standard chair. Let's change it to this one. A little bit different to always brown. Okay, rotate that one a bit. Move it back, just like this. Have this one here. Oh, I've done it! I've done it! I put something next to the fence, you murderer. You've murdered me. I don't know why I said that, but you have. You've murdered me. Done. I hate doing that. I messed that up. Ah, that's such a pain. It's fixed. It's fixed. Leave it. Leave it. Put a bamboo there. That is horrible, isn't it? Let's have a look at the ultramarine plants. Medium lotus. That grows on a pond, though, doesn't it? Why am I doing this? Let's get myself one of these. Put it on the table. That looks super. I don't want to do anything else on there. That looks super. That's fine. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. No coffees or anything outside for these guys. That'll do. So, I could consider other rooms, but I'm going to go upstairs. Oh, that looks lovely. That looks actually really nice. I'm going to work on the master bedroom first. Wow, that's a huge bedroom. A bed frame. I'm going to use a dark bed frame and a couple of these inner beds. And because they have the space, they can have 3. That looks wrong. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3. That's better. And you have to put the beds in the middle piece like that. I don't know if that looks good at all. No, I'm destroying everything. That's not quite a double bed, is it really? The inner bed should move across so it touches it like that. Which means the frame itself, which is difficult to turn into an entity, I might not bother. That's better actually, isn't it? Okay, that's not bad. Just the 2. Yeah, I quite like that. I'm just going to shift that one across a bit, like that. And then this bed, we can shift across 1. So each side is a little bit. That's nice. It's a nice quaint bed. They've got so much space. What are they going to do with all that space? Well, they're going to have bookcases. That's what they're going to do. And lighting, if I can find the lighting. You know what? Let's go to Ultramarine. Ultramarine lighting with these wonderful small tables. I'm going to keep that. Add this small table here. Get some lighting if I can find it. There we go. Let's grab a small lamp. There we go. On top. Nice and broody. So here I can have different size shelves. Like that. There are other choices actually. It's classic bookshelf. So classic books. These. So is that it? Bookshelf. I thought there was empty ones as well. Let's search. That's in Cocricot mod. It's not interior object. It's not fabric fashion. It's furniture. Yeah, it's furniture. Now there's definitely empty ones. There we go. Brown classic bookshelf empty. And then there's another half one as well. Brown classic bookcase empty. There's also some interesting things like this country chest. And a smaller chest. Let's put some of those in. Let's put these half ones in. That's quite nice, isn't it, actually? Put another lamp. It's nice and brooding in the corner there. I like that. Cool, they got like this bookcase thing going on. Because these are old folks who are living here. Fish tank. We need bottom, middle, and top. Now they can afford to have a really big one. Middle. Top. That's nice. And a small chest. I mean, that's a horrendously small chest, actually. I want it a bit bigger than that. Let's look for these things. They could have one of these painted chairs. That's definitely an old man chair, isn't it? Whoa, I don't want to sit on it. I'm not the old man. I am the old man. Let's move it back a bit, just like that. I like that. It's definitely an old man chair. It's delicious. I think that'll do, really. I don't know what else an old people's bedroom would have. Maybe some paintings? Maybe some paintings. Like that one, a painted screen and a fan. It's not very good, that one. That's nice, isn't it? That's definitely old person. Rocking chair. It's got a rocking chair in. Because when they're tired at the end of the day, they like to sit in the old man chair and the rocking chair and talk. I mean, why not? What's wrong with that? That's fine, isn't it? Let's get some more decorations here. Large tea table and tea. There's a Japanese tea set we can have, which goes here at the end of the bed. Yeah, that's not bad in the middle. I don't know if the old people are going to like that, because they're going to be hitting it, aren't they, as they get to bed. So let's put it there. That's better. Carpets. Let's grab these not brown carpets. I mean, they are, but it's just not brown enough, is it? I like it. He's going to have a carpet there. Maybe pillow as well. Words pillows or cushions. Yellow pillows. Pop some of them on the bed. Somehow you'll pop some of them on the bed. Whoops. Turn that to an empty, move it back. There you go. It's a nice, bright, old person's kind of bedroom, isn't it, really? It's good. I don't think it needs much more. Maybe a painting there. It's going to be a painting above that. It's screaming to have a painting. There's already one in the house, so I'll try a different one. Let's get that one. Antique painting. Yeah. And just move it across and down. Not in, down. Just like that. Above the old man. Hey, that's not bad. I quite like that. Let's grab a sea lantern, because they're nice and brown effects as well. Let's put the sea lantern in here. A bedside table would be good. A table. And not too big a table. Let's have a look. I do quite like these tables. Small table. I don't know if it's small enough. And a radio. I don't know what it is. Alarm? Yeah, alright. Let's get one of those. That's a Cocricot alarm clock. I'll put that there. Because it's for old people. That's not bad. That's not bad. This is wonderful. To be honest, I wouldn't mind staying here. It's like a hotel or something. That's the bathroom. That looks a bit plain, doesn't it? So let's get a painting from that. A nice big painting I can go on the wall. It's a bit weird. That's alright, isn't it? It's a bit weird. That's better. That's much better. It matches with that one. They have two of those. But a bit more decor just here and there. Now here, they have an estranged son who does come to visit them every now and again. And he has technology. He definitely does. He has a standard bed. I don't want to go for blue. It's always blue. Let's go for this coffee-coloured one. Hey, where's the bed frame? It's going to be this bed frame because they bought them all together. Cheap, I guess. It's going to go in the corner. I think he's going to have it a bit more flush to the wall with the bed in it. That's nice, you know? It's a shame I just threw away that table. But that's fine. What's this? A food hamper. Alright, he's got one of them next to his table. Desk. Let's get some desks. Dark oak desk could be good. Because like I said, he has computers. He has a case. Office chair. A little one of those desks as well. That's, you know, that's cool. Let's pop that office chair. Let's go for a bit more colour in here. Bit of red. Monitor. It's a monitor with a mouse. Note there. Posters. Let's pop in posters. Any old posters will do. Long posters, high posters, all kinds of posters. Let's put this post-it in. One of Shanghai. It's good. A long one here. And another one. Not the same design. That's good. And a long poster can fit. I quite like that one actually. That's not bad. Let's get some bookcases in as well. What kind of bookcase design would he have? I'm thinking he's going to have a slightly different bookcase design. Maybe these from the Yuushya mod. They're pretty cool. And I'll go for red. Like that. Yeah, that's actually cool. I made a mistake there, but that's okay. And then I want some packages. Like this. And a... What else can you have in here? Let's think. What about a gift? A gift box. Let's make it a brown one. Stick it on there. That'll do. It's a bit more different. Carpet. Standard brown carpet because they have them all cheap. So let's have a look. I'm going to find some interesting designs. Let's see if I can use this flower pot here in the corner. A sunflower as well. Sunflowers are quite nice. You can actually put them on the window as well. So put one there. Turn your intensity, bring it up, shift it back, and rotate. Just like that. Not too many interesting details, but details nonetheless. I'm wondering what I could have here as more of an interest piece. This small brown cabinet can go there as well. Maybe here. Just all those little trinkets in it. Now I'm thinking I go to the Ultramarine decorations and find something like this ebony bed. I don't like that one at all. Oak bed's better. Let's put that one here. Well, let's try the ebony bed again. Let's give it a bit more credit. Is it interesting? It's kind of like a... I don't know what it'd be, like a table or something? I don't know. Maybe this one instead, this oak cabinet. That's a little bit better, isn't it? I'm not exactly sure what else I can have in his room. I don't want to sit there. Get this one here. No. I've got to be really careful I don't keep sitting on that chair. Just bring that down a bit, like that. Quite like that. Let's get a fan in this room. I might put some of the fans in different rooms actually, off from here. So we can have a little fan there. Not too close to the bed, otherwise it's too much. Loads of space. Loads of space, like way too much space. I feel he'd have some kind of other table here. I really don't want to keep doing that. Like this. I quite like that. I'd have a little table there with a switch on it or something. Like a Nintendo Switch. His find room. It's called a switch. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Switch. Perfect. Also, I'm considering the water cooler situation. Would I put that in the ceiling? Here. Mobile. Phone. Yep, phone template. So let's grab that one. Or here. Perfect. So it's got a bit of interest. I don't want to make the rooms too claymore-ed. We'll put a couple of modern... Let me see, it's alright. Like that. Couple of modern paintings. I don't know, maybe here, but just bring it down. That. Copy it. No. Pop that one in here. Place a couple of modern paintings in his room. A table for stuff to do. And another office chair. So he's got a couple of office chairs. I guess he doesn't really like lounging around in here too much. Sofas. Get this brown sofa that the family seem to have. I'm thinking where I can put them. Just a couple of sofas in like that. That's not a bad little study room. Like I said, it's an estranged son, so he's not here often. I guess. Let's find a bamboo again. Because honestly, I don't think they should have too much different decoration. They bought it all on sale. Once upon a time. Nice, so the upstairs is actually complete, and I really like that. Let's go downstairs and have a look at this living room space. Here is a perfect space for an aquarium. So I need fish tanks. And be careful with that. Bottom, middle, top. They like to have these little fish tanks in here. And why not? It looks rather nice. Being careful with the sofas. A corner unit, not too much of a corner unit. Carpets, this... Oh, there is other carpets. There's this stuff too. Like that. A little table. Coffee table would be good. This sort of dark oak table, you know? Like that, with the coffee on it. That's fine, I can turn it into an entity, just lower it a little bit. They really like these bamboo plants, so they're going to have another one. No, maybe... That's a little bit large, isn't it? Got a bamboo there. But I'm going to grab a bonsai. I love these bonsai trees. Let's grab this tall one. And this. That is a bamboo bonsai, and it's pretty cool. Bamboo, there we go, done. Entity it, just bring it down a little bit. Rotate it so it's flush. That looks super good. Let's put in another bamboo here as well. Just move it back a bit like that so it's in there. Now if I go outside, you can look inside. It looks quite nice. There's a bit of detailing. That's like another snug area. Let's get some bookcases as well. Standard bookcase. Let's see if I can find a standard bookcase. I'm going to go upstairs and grab it. Sometimes it's a pain. This one. Classic. I did search for that. All the way to the top. Just like that. A bit more interest here and there. These sofas are lovely. So I'm going to have some sofas like this. All the way across. Corner sofa. Giant bamboo. This is going to be for a TV. They have a little bit of technology in the house. Give them some credit. Going to put this fan there, a TV here, turn into an entity, resize it a little bit. That could be massive. Bring it out. Yeah, that's absolutely huge. That'll do about 1.3. Pop it in across a bit, into the wall a bit more. Oh, that's quite far. And then change the channel. This one. That's perfect, because it's for the Chinese family, isn't it? And then I wouldn't mind a few more bookcases. Kind of like that. Maybe this one can be the bigger one. Let's go upstairs. It's grabbing the big one like that. Brown plastic, okay. I like that. And on top of that, you could, I could have this tall blue one. When it's tall, how tall is it? Not too tall. I'm destroying everything. Here. That's nice. You're going to knock it over as you go through, but that's fine. Two sort of separate sitting areas. So it's quite nice. Let's grab me a painting of some description. I do quite like this one. That one's also upstairs. I turn that into an entity and just shift it across, look. Like that. This is a nice brooding house. I like it. This space is a very interesting space because there's not a lot I can do with it. So I'm going to consider having a sort of carpet and nothing else. Scale it up a bit and then just bring it up like that. That's a big carpet. And that's it. I don't really want to have anything else in there. Bookcases could be good. And grab the other one, this little smaller one. They do like their bookcases in this house. And why not? Like that. A few bookcases here and there. Another bamboo. I don't want to have anything else in this area, really. I kind of like these, so let's search for another one of those. Or maybe I can have a high table and find another plant. Like this one, this large one. I mean, that might do like that. There's one of them at the entrance. High table. And find a smaller bonsai. Like that looks really nice, doesn't it? Nice, cozy entrance area. This is a kitchen space. And it's going to need a few shelving units and things, so I'm going to get that. Let's throw away some of these things here, because I don't think I'm going to need those. I'm going to put these shelving units in here. Like that. I'm going to get a fridge. So I need a refrigerator. I'm going to I might use the Cocricot stuff. Or the standard fridge like this. Like that one. Turn it into an entity. You can actually set it to open. Which is pretty cool. Here I'm going to put another one of those bonsais and a big bamboo there. So it's a nice, interesting entrance. That fridge looks rather tiny now, doesn't it, actually? Then we get some of these retro fridges as well. Like that. It's nice. So they've got a bunch of different kitchen spaces and stuff. Like that. It's kind of cool. They've got a lot of refrigeration in there. A stove. It's finally a stove. I like this one. And a vent. What it's called. It's in kitchen, so I've got to have a quick look for that. Not exactly sure where I'm looking for this. It's always a pain. There's a lot of stuff to look for. It's not a problem. It's not under electrical appliances, but jacks, I do need to start adding, so I've forgotten them. I'm going to put them on the floors in different places. That'll do. One here. I'm not going to move them down. I sometimes do, but not this time. Need to have a couple of those, like that. In the bathroom, no. Master bedroom needs at least one. That'll do behind the screen, that's fine. One here. In this room, it obviously needs a couple of jacks, doesn't it? I always miss them. One for the computer, and one for the switches and whatnot. Let's go right here. Let's go down. I'm really enjoying this build, actually. It's quite nice. Put a carpet in. Got to remember those carpets. They're very nice. Another power jack. I don't want to put too many. I might put one there. Why not? Right, now for this, I'm going to have to look... Whoa, look at that. Electric piano. No way. I forgot about that. It's a new one from 2.2.3 Yuushya Mod update. You know who plays the piano? This guy. Absolutely he does. Shift it across. That makes it a bit more interesting. He's got a bit more of a soul now, because he does some stuff in there, rather than just hanging around playing games. Cool. Not that there's anything wrong with playing games. I mean, please. I'm doing that right now. Washing machine, they have some money, so they can have one. I'm thinking the washing machine could go here. I don't know if that's an inappropriately placed washing machine. It might be. It might be, because these guys are not going to have trash and things everywhere. Move that across. Pop in a nice sort of brown basket on top. Get some detergent. It's always handy. It's cool. That's a nice little space for that. I'll build it up as I go along. Now I need to find things for this. So I need a stove. And I also think I go back and get some of these blocks. I did find some interest. These striped jungle logs. Because they're going to have one of those kitchen spaces. They call it an island. Like that. Let's get a half slab. Because I'm going to put this on top. And it's going to be oak. And thinking I want to use the slabs. Like that. See, that's some interesting design. The stove, I'm thinking I kind of want to have a stove here. I can't remember what it is for kitchen. I was looking for kitchen, wasn't I? It's not Yuushya Kitchen. I'm not sure what it's called. Catering, maybe. Food and drink. It's not Yuushya Mod, though. I do like some of these things. This is from Cocricot Mod. I'm not sure what I'm looking for. A couple of these. A tea set. Stove. Can't remember where the food is. I'll be honest. It's not Yuushya Store because that's a bit more sales based. It could be under furniture. Not that. Not lighting. Definitely not doors. Yuushya furniture. It's not, because there's loads of food choices and stuff. I don't know where they are. And so I've got too many choices. It gets silly. There it is. Catering. That's what I'm looking for. Those plates are better. I think I prefer those in some of these. That's what I'm after. A hood. Alright, so I want to put the hood in. One stove is enough, I feel. Japanese tea set. Everything that goes on here has got to be entityed. It's kind of a problem. Or two, which a problem is it? Just bring it down like that. Done. Put this food thing on the floor. Why not? Plates. Pile of plates here. Again, they've got to be entityed and brought down a little bit. And now I need to get that shelf unit again. Pop some of these in. Because that way they've got some workspace. A sink. Around more, of course. Go back to food. And there's a bunch of different choices for machines. Like this coffee machine. And the bottles. So I'm going to put the coffee machine here. Next to the blender. Put the sink here. More shelves. More of those pots. Coffee mill. It's a bit inappropriate, that positioning. Some bottles there. Some cool stuff. They've got some good stuff. Some more bottles in. Turn that into an entity and then just shift it into the shelf. I don't want to have too much stuff under the shelves because it's rather annoying. The radish. I don't know, there's like boxes of food. Is it here? Yeah, there's boxes of food. It is packed radish. I guess you spell radish with a 1D. Of course you do. Shift it in just like that. And across. So they got a box of radish in there. Some stuff in there as well. Let's check for vent. This one. And put the vent there. A bit lower. I'm going to lower it just down a bit so it touches the hood like that. Nice. So they got a nice extractor hood going on. Paintings wise, I don't think they're going to have too many of them. Let's have a look for shelves. Maybe bookshelves or something. Not sure exactly what they're going to have. Not too much crazy stuff. Here. Pop those on the shelf. That's more of a thing you'd sell, isn't it, for sure? A coconut drink or something. Pots and pans. They don't seem to have any of those. So we've got that one here. Turn it into an entity and just shift it onto the shelf like that. Give it across. I did pick up another pan, didn't I? Nope. Casserole dish and a frying pan. So I can put the casserole dish next to that. Stick it on the shelf like that. The frying pan can go in the sink up on the floor. Lift it up across. You can rotate it weird angles and just sort of leave it in the sink like that. Somebody has not cleaned that pan. I'm leaving it like that actually. That looks cool. Paintings. I'm going to get this old scrolls short and a long painting here. And one of those. That looks cool. It's not too decorated a kitchen really. And I think less is more sometimes. Less is more. An old antique painting. Like that. That's cool. Less is more. Absolutely looks brilliant, doesn't it? I like that. It's nice. Let's put in another one of these paintings. The long one. So that's a nice kitchen space. Less is more mentality. Now, I think the only room I have left to do is this other space. Not even sure what I'm going to have here. So, I think the first thing I'm going to grab is some bookcases. Like this. I can put these bookcases in here. So the half bookcases first. And then some of the bigger ones. And then again here. Like that. It's trial and error, really. Sofas. I do like a bit of an older sofa. Maybe these, the brown ones. There's some of these in the... That looks cool. There's some of these in the Angler's Retreat. A couple of old sofas like that. Completely inappropriate. Some... Wow, that looks bad. Don't want to have that. And another hanging scroll. This looks nice and interesting, doesn't it? These hanging scrolls. Like that. It's very interesting. This is going to be a dining space. So I'm going to find some desks. Maybe I can find an interesting table. I'm trying to think. This dark one could be good. They might connect as well. I might get lucky. Yes. It connects. That's really nice. You get some chairs as well. Let's have a look. I kind of want to have... I don't know, really. It's difficult to find. Dining table chairs, like this spruce one. It could work. Guess that's for when they have guests. It's pretty busy, isn't it, that? Let's find a sushi, because there's a sushi choice. Yeah, put the sushi on the table. And plates. I don't want to have to use the GUI tool all the time. So I'm just going to try and lay these things on the table without having to do it. So one here, like that. And then just put some chopsticks in. So it looks quite interesting and plain and ready. I'll grab another sushi meal set here. So there's 2 of them. That looks good. Let's get myself a little bonsai tree. A little one. Medium. Don't know how big the medium one's going to be. That's really cool. Paintings-wise, I'm feeling a bit disappointed there's not enough interest on the walls. I don't like that dog penguin. That's cool. Alright, cool. That'll do. Couple of paintings. This area, I guess, could be another sitting area. It says grab some sofas and we'll make a nice sitting area. It's a fabulously wealthy family, is this? Like that, a carpet. This standard off-brown carpet. It's beige, isn't it? Medium bonsai round the back, like the table. A bamboo. This one here. Okay, that's interesting. It's not too many seating areas, which is good. I like that. Another carpet. It's quite decorated. It's different. I want to be able to walk around a bit as well. Pop a bamboo here. And then stick it in the wall a little bit. Just like that. I think this house is almost finished. Let's have a look for different paintings. Hopefully, I can find some interesting ones. This ebony chair is kind of cool. And then a lamp. A tall lamp. I'll put that ebony chair here with a tall lamp. Just to brighten up that corner a little bit, you know what I mean? And now I can find some decorations. Struggling a little bit with some of the designs. Now these are going to be important as well. Okay, so here I could pop that one in. The couplets can be for the front of the house, I feel. That looks good there. Why did it have that just one? It's interesting. I don't think I like that. Move it across a little bit. The lucky bathroom. I mean, why not? A bit of red. A bit of difference. Outside the front of the house. I think I might need to put some of these on. Like that. A little bit more look. As you enter the house. It's a little bit more looky now. I like that. This could also have another one. Rotate it like that. I don't want it to be too far forward. Because this one has got to be here as well. Kind of like that. That's interesting. Let's throw away all the stuff. Make sure I've finished this massive house here. Let's have a look. Okay, the kitchen's good. Looks wonderful. Could do with some more stuff on the shelf, but I'm not bothered. That looks wonderful. This sort of sitting space and dining space is great. I've got the bathroom complete here. Toilet. This little sitting space leading outside to the garden. Also looks wonderful. Okay. So as we go upstairs, we can see this fish tank area. They've got a lot of money. The family who lives here. Sparsely decorated, but they don't need anything, you know? They've reached that point in their life where they just don't want things. Nice bedroom. Little bit empty space there, but not too much to worry about. I don't have to fill every single room with everything all the time. This wonderful bathroom. Everything in it. Really cool. And then this room here. This house is complete. This is the mansion of Phoenix Road. I'm very happy with it. The Ultramarine mod is well received. I really like it. I'm going to close the door for good luck. That's the house. I'm not sure about that. That's clipping a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to change that actually. I want a couplet. I want the green gourd. And I want the GUI tool. I always put them in this position. And I want to check the decorations real quick. Is this a boo mark? Not sure what that is. So pop the food mark in, turn into an entity and just bring it back, the Z-axis and across, like that, maybe down a bit, and then put the couplet in here, yeah, bring it back a bit, and across, and down. That's cool. Yeah, that's coming off a little bit, not happy with that. So put that one in here instead. Rotate, move it across, like that. I don't know why it's angled like that. There we go. Across a bit more, and down a bit. It needs to be overlapping that. Yeah, not happy with that. The couplet is in the worst place in the world. What if I can add it here? Rotation is never good. And then move it here like that. Cool, just rotation ruins it. So I need to put that in first. Making sure I can pop it in. Rotation is not the way forward for that. And then down just a little bit. Like that. Is that okay? Yeah, that's okay. So the couplet is a bit troublesome. Put that in like that. Now it clips a little bit with that red one. Oh, that's not bad, that works. And it doesn't disappear. And it looks nice and lucky. Alright, so this is the house on Phoenix Road. Next to the Pixel Palace Arcade, there's a little bit of something I need to change here. Right, so let's have a look. Dirt. If I put dirt path in, is it going to be happy? Let's find out. Can I walk on that? That's pretty good. Let's have a look. Trash bin. Let's get myself one of these kind of bins. Now this one. The trashy bin right there. Read it open. Open it. Done. I go around the back here. Like that. And get some bone meal. And just bone meal this bit up. I'm ruining the fence next door. You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna fix it. I've got to fix it. The dem's the rules. Dem's the rules. This one. I do hate the fences on the Yuushya mod, I'll be honest. Any mistake you make, any little mistake you make, it's back to doing it again, see? The whole thing's ruined, isn't it? I'm going to put it there, just can't be bothered. And then I'm just going to put it back, look, on the x-axis. Otherwise, it's going to be a big mess, like that one. I don't know why. I'll get to fixing that. But this is the massive mansion of Phoenix Road. It's a new format of long-form builds. I hope you've liked this video. If you have, subscribe. Send me a channel. Send me a comment if you want to. I'm MrCrayfish. This is Mitsumaru City. What a wonderful build this is. Actually needs a drain, doesn't it? I just thought about. A drain and a pipe. Because otherwise I'm missing stuff and I don't want to miss anything. So I'm going to put the drain in first here. Pop in these bits. This one needs to be mounted. Now usually I stick them close to the wall, but I'm not bothered this time. I'm going to stick them in like that. And one here. And then another one. Had to put it in my up hand. Get my GUI tool. And my green gourd. And I think I've about fixed it. Turn that into an entity. Go in. Add a block state. And lift it up. There we go. And it comes off the roof just a little bit, so that's perfect. I'm MrCrayfish, and I'll see you next time.